Peace, meaning positive energy always creates elevation, man. Lift the vibrations. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling, man? Oh, no. I'm late to class. I'm late to class. Nobody else late to class. It's me this time. Can y'all see me? Can y'all even see me? I must be coming in late. What it do, y'all? Come on, man. Don't act like y'all ass at work, man. Y'all ain't got to work, man. Y'all is at the crib. Niggas working from home. Work with me, y'all. Work with me, y'all. Y'all working from home. I'm over here going through real life marriage issues, nigga. What you talking about? It get real everywhere. We over here having real life marriage conversations. You feel me? Well, we was gonna get class started, but you know, we had to have a real family talk. Peace, honey Hannah, what it do? What it do, y'all? I love y'all reflections. I just want y'all to know that I love y'all, man. We finna talk about this D.E.A today. I'm just letting y'all get in here. I don't even know what they cooking. I damn near don't even care what they cooking. You feel me? Cortland, what it do, God? Kyle with the K. Yeah, I'm close up because y'all know we on the road, man. We was trying to come in nature. You know that they turn their weather maker machine on, so we in nature. I'm like kind of moving around, but like I told y'all, we was gonna do this lecture though. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't not doing this lecture, man. As y'all coming in, hit that like button. Welcome to the University of Cosmic Intelligence. It's great to see y'all beautiful reflections again. Welcome in. If you catching it live, welcome to the live. If you catching this on the replay, welcome to the video. But anywhere it go, we got a very deep divine lecture this evening. You hear me? For those who can catch it on the late night side, come catch it live. We gonna do what we do. You hear me? I'm just letting y'all get in here. You know, I know y'all been waiting. Ashe. Prophet Clark, what it do? What it do, God? So nobody said like an hour and a half ago. Look, we know time isn't real, man. So, you know, I don't get caught up in all of that, man. I really don't. Hey, what other lighter? Peace, family. Welcome to class. Welcome to the university. There's one in there. Welcome to the university. My lighter tripping. Look at that. Went out. Oh, thank you. Up. Heart chakra energy. But yeah, welcome to the university, y'all. Before we get started, we gonna open up with a meditation though. We don't have the singing bowl because we like on the road right now. I call myself taking a little vacation. You know, I've been working hard, so there's been a lot going on. You know, as far as putting the album out, lecturing. You know, started getting gathered for the lectures. You know, getting things established, meeting and greeting. You know, putting a lot of footwork in too. Like we've been out here, like y'all been seeing what's been going on. I've been posting it, so it's like I've been more like moving, actually stepping out here as opposed to just sitting on here on the internet. So, but as far as these YouTubes, we still gonna do these every Sunday. You feel me? Like, just bear with me for those that's like, dang, where you been at, God? I'm here. Like, if you follow me on Instagram, I'm still on the gram. I make sure to keep posting on there. We haven't really been on the website like that, really giving lectures. You know what I'm saying? We gave one last week. Then the website been down. It was open to the public for like a week, and then it's been down like the last few days. So it's back up now because it was like, nah, that shit be. Just like on Instagram, any site, you know, they go through their little cookies and, you know, shit like that. So they had to get all the cookies right on my website. So it's good now we back on the site this week coming up. But we just been putting a lot of information out here, giving back the energy, y'all. You feel me? So you know, we just been moving like that. But as y'all coming in here right now, y'all hit the like button as y'all coming in. We do want to do a meditation though. We can still do the meditation. Like it's always good to channel in that ancestral energy. You get what I'm saying? So I want us to channel in that ancestral energy. You know what I'm saying? We need to do a light meditation. We need to do a light meditation. Welcome to class reflections. I see y'all getting in here. Y'all get notifications like, hold on. He's supposed to be live about an hour ago. We thought he wasn't coming on. Cause see, let's not forget, today's Saturday, y'all. Remember, we normally do this on Sundays. Thank God everybody hitting that like button too. We normally do these on Sundays. You see what I'm saying? It's Saturday, y'all. It's a little something different, ain't it? Like, hold on, it ain't even Sunday. Right, because I'm moving around. I'm on the road, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, I got to do this on Saturday. You feel me? Yeah, it's Saturday. So y'all, you know, but we still gonna get to the information. Peace reflections. I see y'all coming in here. So hold on. I'm gonna pull it up, y'all. I got the laptop right here. All right. I'm gonna pull it up. We're gonna play it from the top. Slight meditation, because we have to set the right vibratory frequency. And we can do that without the singing bowl. You know what I'm saying? We don't have a singing bowl with us right now, but we can do that without the singing bowl. Okay? Via going into a meditative state. Okay, meditation is key. I see y'all coming in here. Welcome to class reflections. Welcome to late night with Jamal. You hear me? Late night with divine insight. Late night with insight. That's what we gonna call it. Late night with insight. You hear me? We came at it on a Saturday too. Yeah. But y'all thought y'all was gonna chill? Nah, we getting deep. Ain't no chilling this Saturday. We getting down to these lies. Hey, listen, a lot of people don't know. Well, hold on, before we go into the meditation and all that, hell nah, y'all know I gotta talk my shit. Hold on, you feel me? Cause I ain't seen y'all in a minute, you know. So for everybody just tuning in, officially welcome to the University of Cosmic Intelligence. I am Rashad Jamal, Divine Insight. You hear me? Grandmaster teacher from the 8th universe. Reporting to you live from Planet Kai. You hear me? That's what we doing. These are the disclaimers we have this evening. If you don't like black people with intellect, get the fuck out the university now. Thank you. Listen, if you are gay and you got a problem with everybody else not being gay, exit the university now. Thank you. If you straight and you got a problem with gay people, because we don't practice that in here. We don't care what you is. I don't care where you stick your penis or who you let lick your vaginal area. You get what I'm saying? Where is your vibration? That's all that matter. We ain't in 3D. We ain't on none of that judging. So if you are gay, be gay. Long as you enlighten, you get what I'm saying? And know who the real ops is. But if you one of them individuals is all homophobic and shit, and you like, I don't like gay, exit the university now, because I'm pretty sure they in here. You know, these doors open to everybody, man. This is enlightenment. We not about no more division. We've had enough division. It's enough stereotypes. It's enough. You get what I'm saying? You can't be gay. You can't be broke. You can't. I'm short. You can't be short. You get what I'm saying? Society don't eat little nigga. Damn, you can't be you around this month. Listen, that's why in the university, be you. Okay? If you gay, be gay. Are you vibrating high? If you straight, be straight. If you thug and thug, I ain't judging. If you still hustling out there, if you still in the trap, be in the trap. You get what I'm saying? I understand the matrix. I understand this shit. So when enlightening oneself, it doesn't matter where you're located, long as you get the message. You get what I'm saying? Nigga, I don't care if you in the kitchen right now, nigga, rich like this. Nigga, you long as you listening. Because eventually you're going to stop whipping up that crack, and then you'll start using them same. Because listen, you know, if you're a drug dealer, you're a chemist. Drug dealer, you're a chemist. I'm going to tell you what they won't tell you. To have that type of mind, to be able to mix, you know, bake soda with the deep da do. Not saying I know, I'm just what I heard, you know what I'm saying? Because we don't want no misconceptions. I don't participate. I'm just saying, though, if you happen to know how to woo-wop the weed, you feel me? That's a chemist. You're a chemist. You must know what you are. So, but you listening to Jamal, you like Rashad Jamal in the background. Eventually, you like, man, you ain't whipping that no more. You like, hold on, if I could take this chemical and put it with this plant and get this, what else could I do? See what I'm saying? What else could I really do? I'm just trying to get you to see where you at with it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the trappers that's in the university. Yeah, they make it hard out here. We gotta listen. Jesus fucked with everybody. He didn't judge none of that shit. So we gonna bring this shit the Jesus way. They said Jesus was real, y'all. They said he was real. So we gonna do it the Jesus way. We gonna do it the Jesus way. He fuck with the hood. He fuck with the strippers, the bums, the pimps, the prostitutes. Nigga, that's the hood. Now, they didn't say that in the Bible. They didn't say Jesus was in the hood. But if you know how to infer. See, me, I excelled in reading inference. See, a lot of motherfuckers don't know how to infer out there. That's what I do. We do in here. We infer. We infer it for you. So if you don't know the lies, we gonna break it down. You gonna get it. Everybody gonna get it. We don't care where you at. White, black, tall, short, thugging, never seen a city block, nerd. We don't give a fuck what you was labeled in society. You're going to get this real talk. Period. Y'all get what I'm saying? So yeah, like that's why I don't discriminate against nobody. It don't matter where you located at right now. Because if you can just turn this on for 1 second and hear about the difference tonight between D.E.A. and D.N.A., you get what I'm saying? You gonna understand. Oh yeah, we got the Mac pulled up. We got a couple little slides tonight. Cause I don't like to really use that shit. I like to come from in here, sit with y'all, vibe with y'all, and then you can go look it up for yourself and sit with yourself and sit with the ancestors. I just let the ancestors work through me. I'm just gonna give it to you raw. Real over rich. I don't give a fuck who feelings get hurt, nigga. Cause I don't sugarcoat with my own self. So I ain't sugarcoating with you. You get what I'm saying? When my breath stink, I tell myself, I say, self, your breath stinks today. You see what I'm saying? And that's okay, because we have fucked up days. Get that shit together. You're gonna be all right. So I'm not gonna lie to you about it. You see what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit here and I'm too real over rich with myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never finna spare you. I don't spare my damn self. I'm hard on myself. So you better know I'm gonna be hard on you. You gonna come in here, we gonna get this down low. If you don't like I say, shout out to all the, because we still in disclaimer mode right now. You know what I'm saying? We still in disclaimer mode. To all the human beings out there, listen, man, if you don't like quote unquote African Americans with intellect that can see past the veil, you might want to exit the university now. Because you see what I'm saying? In here, we ain't them. This the last generation. We ain't them. We ain't them individuals you could just tell anything to. We own to everything. We don't give a fuck about what's going on in Ukraine, Europe, Katsville, Blasavia, none of that shit, nigga. Yugoslavia, none of that shit, boy. You feel me? Like, at the end of the day, y'all owe us what y'all owe us. We ain't trying to hear shit about them. We don't give a fuck if it was a real war in real lifetime, nigga. We like, nigga, hold on. We still on y'all. We don't give a fuck what y'all got going on amongst each other. Matter of fact, yeah, you bitches go ahead, y'all scrap it out with each other, because that's going to help us. Y'all go ahead, knock each other off. We going to sit back, watch y'all knock each other off, and then we going to knock off what's ever left that ain't vibrating high. Like that way, like, because now normally they like to sit back and set up gang wars and set up inner conflict, socially engineer bullshit amongst us. So, you know, the black family, the Latino family niggas don't get along no more. It be beef, and they'll just sit back and just let us pick each other off. You know, they be like, yeah, niggas pick each other off. Nigga killed him, he went killed him. Now 3 of them went killed them. Now 4 of them slid on them. Now they slid back on bro. They're not macking them. Now crip that lope them. Now, you know what I'm saying? And they be laughing about the whole thing. So me, that's how I'm sitting back right now. Like, yeah. I know that ain't even what's going on, but y'all are disagreeing because of, you know, the spiritual ass kicking. I get it. Y'all need to get into it a little more. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of rooting for that. But all that, you know, falling off into the energy, we not doing none of that in here. Like, fuck all of that, nigga. Y'all owe us what y'all owe us. We don't give a fuck about no other debts and no other shit that's going on over there, nigga. You feel me? Y'all owe us what y'all owe us. And then we gonna get over there because that's still a part of our land too. But right now, we right here in America with 3 motherfucking Ks, nigga. We need answers. You see what I'm saying? We need to know tonight, we staying focused. We need to know what's the difference between D.E.A. and D.N.A. And what the fuck is D.E.A? Because we can't really Google this shit. It's not something you can, we not finna, no, because they want to, slide shit. Slide 1, Exhibit 2, Exhibit 3. You know what I'm saying? You didn't lost sight on them. We still on their trail. We still remembering around it. We still remembering shit. We got shit to remember. We ain't got time to get caught up in none of the headlines, nigga. We want to know what is DEA, deoxyetheric motherfucking acid, and what is DNA, what is RNA. Genetically, we need to know what are we. We don't. You see what I'm saying? They want to deter niggas from. They want to deter us. That's why I had to come at it. I had to come at it on a Saturday, y'all. Yeah. See, they caught them with they shit down. They thought we was coming Sunday. Saturday. You hear me? Yep. You can't jump on the algorithm tonight. Fuck you mean? Cause they be on it, y'all. They be timing. It's like every Sunday they be trying to fuck with the algorithm so the message don't reach. We had to slide. You know what I'm saying? A jab, a slide, left hook, uppercut, a slide. We sliding, we dipping shit. You hear me? We Saturday, nigga. What you thought we here? You know what I'm saying? We right here, nigga. We in the pocket still. Back. We right there. Yeah, you thought we was back there. We right there, nigga. Let me up out of there. You feel me? We need to know. Fuck what's going on in Ukraine, nigga. What's going on with these genetics? You hear me? Why are we different? Fuck you mean? We don't get no man. Gone with that, fam. Gone with that, fam. We right here with it. Like, what's up with these genetics, man? You hear me? That's what we doing tonight. So, if you don't want to hear nothing about that, exit the motherfucking university now. I'm not making no more YouTube videos about that shit. I told y'all when I made the video, I didn't even want to make the video. I said, listen, this is an emergency video because of all the emails. So don't email me no more about the shit. We not talking about it. We gone. We over here now. We back here. We centered. You feel me? We centered. So welcome to the university. Before we get going, y'all, we finna do this meditation, y'all. All right, something slight. Now we do these little meditations. Those who's in here every class Sunday, y'all know what we do. We do this to channel in the ancestral energy. You feel me? So that's what we gonna be doing. We're going to be channeling this ancestral energy. That was my only disclaimers, too. Other than that, white America with 3 Ks, you're more than welcome to sit in here. You know what I'm saying? I don't want y'all feeling like y'all ain't welcome. It's just get real in here. It get real. Now, tonight, we're going to be talking about science. Before we go into this meditation, we talk about genetic science, all right? Because, I know we hear a lot about, like, black people gods and white people human beings, and we need to know why is that being said. Like, we really need to know. We just can't be saying that. You see what I'm saying? We just can't be saying we gods. You know what I'm saying? We need to know. We need to know. You see what I'm saying? Because there's somebody in the back that don't know. Somebody in class every day, they still don't know. I fuck with him, but when he get to talking that God talk, I don't be knowing that. I don't believe in all that. Jesus is real, though. Jesus is real. I fuck with him, but he make a few points, but I ain't fucking with all we gods. So, as far as for human beings too, I don't be being racist when I speak about human beings versus gods. I'm just speaking from an esoteric point. I'm speaking from what we are, what our species is. You get what I'm saying? What the species is. It's a difference. We are a different species, and it kind of plays into a lot of different things. So that's what we're gonna be talking about this evening. Okay. So, like I say, you're more than welcome to stay in here. I'm only giving you the true esoterics of what you are. And we got a lot of people that's new in the university, and they don't know what DEA really is. DEA isn't something that you can actually Google neither in that way. If you Google DEA, so we're doing a whole lecture on DEA, because if you Google DEA, Drug Enforcement Agency is going to come up. You know what I'm saying? We ain't talking about that DEA, you know what I'm saying? We ain't selling no drugs, none of that. We ain't talking about that DEA. We talking about real DEA, the missing link. The missing link that makes the difference between these so-called black and Latino people and these so-called human beings. And it has a lot to do with what's going on the planet right now. It has everything to do with it. It has everything to do with everything around us, nature, everything exactly. You know what I'm saying? This DEA, like, it's been hitting from the public, all right? It's been hitting from the public. All right, but look. So we doing mass meditation, y'all. Real quick. So the mudra we using, because we talk about DEA tonight. So we wanna hit that solar plexus region, right? We wanna channel that force while we meditate. So what we doing is we playing this Orisha music, okay? Now, if you look it up on YouTube, it's called Powerful Song to Call African Ancestors, okay? And no, I do not own the rights to this song, okay? Shout out to Detroit, shout out to Detroit. No, I do not own the rights to this song, all right? But I play this song because I understand frequency and instruments and the power in sound, all right? And organs and things like that. So when we playing this music and we doing these meditations, you're more than welcome to join in. If you don't want to join in, I mean, just don't be on no weird shit at home. You know what I'm saying? But you're more than welcome to join in. I encourage every individual in the live to join into these meditations when we channel this ancestral energy before we even go into these esoteric facts about what DEA is versus D.N.A. and why it's hidden from us. All right. So if you know anything about meditation, for those who know, you know what mudras and mantras are. For those who don't, you have mudras, you have mantras. So we're going to use a slight mudra because there's new individuals coming in every day. All right. So for the new individuals, this world just now joining the university, you just not subscribing in the last week, 2, 3, even last few months, you still kind of new. You get what I'm saying? So this is a good lesson for you to take in this evening. For you to truly understand why the black man and black woman is God, why the Latino man and Latino woman is God, the creator of all. Not just it's just being said. You can prove this shit scientifically. You know what I'm saying? You can prove this scientifically. You know what I'm saying? If you know real science, you get what I'm saying? And you need to notice about yourself so you can understand the power that you have. All right, you can't really grasp that power unless you know the science behind shit. Like anybody can just walk up and say, "We got." Okay, but why though, nigga? Like DEA. Okay, it sounds good, but I can't find it. Like, what is it? What really is it? Like, so we gotta get up in there. So because we going on that level, all right, we dealing with a part of us that's ancient. When we start, anytime we discuss an esoteric information like this, we're dealing with the ancient us because this is not how we are today. This isn't the state they have us in. So it's impaired. That's a spiritual thing too at a point, right? Because we are our ancestors. And for the human beings, the thing is because you have DNA, you really don't have ancestors like that. Now you have people that say, yeah, the human beings have ancestors and stuff like that. Yes, you have physical ancestors, you know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about cosmic elders. You don't have cosmic elders because you weren't created in an organic state, like where all souls get created at, right? Which is why you lack a soul. So we'll be talking about why you have DNA, why we have DEA, what is DNA, what is DEA, you know, like the genetic differences. And it's gonna make sense because I'm gonna point out little basic everyday things that we already be noticing about each other. You get what I'm saying? So before we do that, we like I said, we go into an ancestral level of us. So the mudra that we gonna be using, we putting our hands together, almost like you was how they taught you to pray, but you just gonna put your thumbs like this because this is for the solar plexus. You get what I'm saying? So, and you gonna hold it straight like this, not like this, but straight like this, like that in front of you. Then we gonna hold it the length of the song. All right. All right, Cosmic Family. Cosmic Family. We in here. All right. So, deoxyetheric acid is what we are talking about today in class. Before we dive into this information, it's important that I open it up with the right spiritual energy. All right. So let me start by saying peace to all the gods and goddesses of planet Kai. Peace meaning positive energy always creates elevation. I want to send the deepest of insight to all of my ancestors that are in the university that tune in. I see a lot of y'all get in the comments and y'all also drop y'all information. And that's a beautiful thing. I love to see the gods and goddesses that like, not the trolls, but like under videos, under lectures, when I see the gods and goddesses commenting and giving each other information, that's what it's about. So I'm sending nothing but major respect to my elders, all those that walked in this physical incarnation, in this lifetime before I did. So send the deepest insight to our elders. To all my peers, those in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, sending the deepest of insight to you all, sending you much peace, but more insight, even in peace, right? Because, when you see it, it shifts down and it affects, the blue crystal babies, so we got to keep each other charged. So shout out to like all the guys and goddesses that's in my peer group that be tuning in. We one cosmic family. And I appreciate y'all just as much as y'all appreciate me. You know what I'm saying? Like I always tell y'all, it's the ancestors that I allow to speak through this vessel. So definitely got to always give gratitude and thanks to them first and foremost. But definitely, you all are my reflection. I salute the divinity in you all. My soul understands that me and you are one through the universal force called creation, which created us all. So definitely peace reflection to all my peers, my elders, and definitely the group, the blue crystal babies, those 21 and under. They try to say y'all don't want to listen, y'all don't want to hear shit. They want to call y'all rambunctious, and they want to treat y'all like y'all villains, But I understand the youth, definitely the ones that be in the street, in the trenches, trying to figure things out, just trying to figure it out. I feel like we've been socially engineered to give up on the youth too quick, as if we don't all have to go through this tunnel. We all got to walk this tunnel. So that's why I'm always uplifting the youth and want to keep y'all like extremely motivated, and inspired, to be who you are, you know what I'm saying, and what you are. So that's why we talking about deoxyetheric acid tonight, and the difference versus D.N.A. So I'm just sending peace to all the gods and goddesses, regardless of the age group they try to put us in. We know time is a man-made thing. We know age isn't real. We know the Gregorian calendar was a man-made construct. So we are aware of these things. I also want to send peace to all of the high vibrational human beings that's in the university, that be tuning into this information, and you're able to take the information and process it, in a way where you can approach it scientifically. Because definitely human beings, like, y'all haven't had y'all mind fucked before. You see, my people, we've been mind fucked extremely by your people. Now, it might not have been you exact human beings that are not racist and high vibrational, but it was your people. So understand that, right? But the fact that you haven't been mind fucked, I definitely expect you to take the information from a scientific standpoint. I seen some human being made a video. No, he made a whole YouTube video. He was going in like, I don't understand why y'all don't like Rashad Jamal. He was white too. He's like, I don't understand why y'all don't like Rashad Jamal. All these white people mad because he are saying black people are gods and white people are human beings, but we are fucking human beings. You know what I'm saying? We never was calling ourselves gods, so why we get mad now? Which is a true thing. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to those type of human beings that understand the science behind what I'm trying to say. Now I have Scorpio energy and Sagittarius energy in me, so you have to understand that I'm going to be very intense with what I say. That's just the Scorpio in me, but that doesn't mean I'm racist. America with 3Ks. I'm only violent with those who are violent against me and my people and my species and my planet. Other than that, sweet as pie on a Sunday AM. Don't want to say the M word because we understand the matrix, right? But because we finna get into it. And I'm just saying that right now. I'm just getting it out the way. You know what I'm saying? I always want to get it out the way because this is a university and it's expanding, right? So I do have to, I'm always stay who the fuck I am. I don't give a fuck. We get to 1 million subscribers. Don't expect a nigga to change the fuck up. I can't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just letting y'all know now. I don't really be expecting it. But what I'm saying is I will try to format it more in a universal state, so that the science can actually be interpreted, right? And projected back into the collective consciousness. This is what I'm trying to do here, y'all. And I need y'all help. Reflections. You feel me? So let's not approach tonight's lecture from a racist standpoint. I don't want to hear it. I don't want no emails. I don't want no inboxes. I don't want no none of that. I don't want nobody with no Confederate flags posted up outside my crib, because I will come out and get on that and get like that. You feel me? You know, so I'm just saying because I already see it coming. You know, like before I get into the lecture, because I know what I'm finna talk about. So I'm like, I already see it coming. You know what I'm saying? Don't be flagging the video. None of that. None of that. You know what I'm saying? Roll up. Roll up. Relax. Everybody, roll up. Just one of them. I don't give a fuck if you don't smoke. Roll up. Roll up. You're going to need it. You hear me? Just roll up and chill. Because, like, I feel like it's not a hard concept to understand about why we are supreme beings. You hear me? We supreme beings, and it must be understood why. Because for so long we have been told that we was something different. But we them though, we really them. Like we gotta know why we them. And like we know we need the human beings to understand that like we understand that some of you in here might be racist, some of you in here might be vibrating high, but we don't give a fuck. You see what I'm saying? If you vibrating high, that's good for you. You see what I'm saying? You on the right team. If you're vibrating low, it's a cold world out here. You feel me? Because it's in game. This shit is coming down. It's over with. You feel me? We don't give a fuck about none of that. So we're going to be politically correct as we can be this evening without sounding too radical. I'll try my best. You feel me? But I just get amped up about it because it be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this who we is. You know what I'm saying? They try to say we was this, but we really this though. You know what I'm saying? We really this though. You feel me? That's all that be. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes people get mad. Y'all go report the videos. And I don't get it. Why I can't be excited? Why I can't love us, though? I just be trying to love my people. You know what I'm saying? I just be loving us. If you really think about it, y'all, I just be loving us. So I be like, yeah, that's us. Just like at a basketball game, how a parent would do. She see her kids out there hooping. She be standing up like, yeah, girl, you get, yeah, that's my motherfucking daughter. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be like, I see us. I know what we didn't did. So it's like, yeah, this us. We did that too. Yeah, that too. That, a little bit of that, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was us. So before we get deep, just get that out the way. Don't nobody get, I don't want nobody feeling no way. Just grab the science. I might go left. I might go right. But we gonna stay with the science. If I go left, you ain't gotta go left with me all the time. Just stay on the motherfucking road. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna go left, right, but I'ma still ride the road though. You know what I'm saying? Some people get lost in that, y'all. Like they get caught up in like my energy. You know what I'm saying? They be like, man, I can't really, you know what I'm saying? I can't really get it. I can't really. Cause you ain't stay on the road, you feel me? Let me go left and right, cause I know how to drive this motherfucker. You feel me? You know how to drive. I whip left, I whip right, but we gonna get there though. You don't need to follow me. Stay right on the road. You stay on your trail. You feel me? Cause you feel me? You know what I'm saying? You know, you might not know how to make that turn. You see what I'm saying? But for those who know how to make that turn, make that bitch with me. But if you don't know how to make the turn, cool, just stay on the road. Just stay on the road with me, all right? So listen, now we've been told that you have a species called human beings, right? And that the human beings consist of your African Americans, cause listen, hold on. We gotta understand what it's all about. It's all about the D.E.A. It's all about the D.E.A. Okay? We've all been lied to. So if you're a human being right now, you shouldn't feel mad at me, right? Because I didn't lie to us. They lied to us, right? They lied to us. But I'm connecting it for you. We've all been called human beings. Okay? This is what we're taught. What we are taught. We are all one human race. The only God that there is the God in the Bible. That's what we are taught. Okay? And that this God lives in the sky. And that you're born here. Get one life only. We're all one human race. There's no such thing as God other than in the sky. So that's powerful. That's a powerful perspective that's been painted over our society and over the collective consciousness. Because society, the word society in itself, is an enslaved civilization, a society, right? A society represents a class of individuals who are enslaved under a totalitarian system, but they are unaware of it. That's what a society really is. A society cannot exist without a government. Okay? Society cannot exist without a government. That's a collective body of individuals who have been elected to govern this other class of individuals who have been enslaved, but they are completely unaware of it, though. That's what a society truly is. Okay? Not the way they try to just throw it around. Society. So, you have all of these individuals growing up believing we're one human race. We all got chromosomes. We all got D.N.A, right? We all have cells. I'm talking about the biological. We're talking about the avatar. We're talking about the avatar right now. So we in biology class right now. This is cosmic biology right now, right? We all have the same muscle groups. We all share the same arteries, same veins, same blood flow. We share the same DNA. But that's not true, though, right? That's not true at all. It's not true at all. And the question that one must ask itself is why would a group of people or beings mixed with people, I should say, decide to lie to an entire society about their genetic makeup and their biological makeup? There are noticeable differences between what we call Caucasians and what we call Latinos and Africans or black people. Nobody has to be racist to see that, right? If anything, it's those differences that made it easier for people the human beings, white people that were racist, to be racist. Those same differences. Remember, they made spoofs back in the day about how big our lips are. They made spoofs about that. They used to draw cartoons and exaggerate that. Right? They used to call us, right, they used to paint the black faces. Shout out to who that is. Notary Connect. Exactly, the black faces. Remember that? Buckwheat. Remember buckwheat, y'all? We thought buckwheat had a nappy head, right? It's called nappy headed. This called nappy head. Who created that? But these are genetic differences. Athleticism. Learning ability. The entire way that we grab information is different than human beings. All right? When we're talking about white supremacy, it was all based around these genetic differences. But we must ask ourselves, what's the real difference? What's the real difference, though? Did we go through all this oppression just strictly based upon the pigmentation of our skin? You have to ask oneself that. Do you believe we went through all this oppression just because of the pigmentation of our skin is different from theirs? You got to think deep on that. Meditate. Don't think. Meditate on that. Right? Let's look at the natural connection to the elements. Look how we connect with the animals. Naturally. You probably never noticed it, but it's a different connection than the human beings have with animals. You can listen. You can take any carbonated being and walk him through any jungle. Any jungle. We talking about the jungle. You just don't know because you never been in nature that deep. See, they got you disconnected from yourself if you have carbon. We be all in the inner city and suburbs, and we ain't in no jungles. But any carbonated being can walk through any jungle, and you will not be touched. You will be respected, if anything, feared, because they know what you are. Especially if you go in the real jungle. Go deep in the Congo somewhere, one of them jungles that's so bushy, so filled with vegetation that they never even been through them. We have places like that on the planet where the vegetation is so thick that they've never even been through the vegetation. I'm using the Congo because that's one of the more famous ones. When you hear these stories about these big giant snakes, giant crocodiles, that's real. Where do you think that's at though? Deep in the jungles. And deep in nature. This planet is never ending. This land goes forever. All this land, it's so much land that they ain't never even showed you that you don't even know about because they only showing you one map, two maps, three maps. Shit, this shit is forever. This land goes forever, man. You talking about the length of the land of the land forever, and then it's surrounded by water. It's a lot of land, and then we still have more land that we are cut off from that's behind the ice walls in Antarctica. So this land is forever. You go in any jungle where they ain't touched yet. Watch how the animals respond to you. That's why they keep you out of them jungles. Tarzan. See what I'm saying? But why is it that human beings can't do that? Human beings go in the jungle and they be on their ass. They be trying to kill y'all. They be chasing y'all down. Y'all go in the ocean, they be on y'all ass. We don't go in the ocean because we've been taught not to go in the ocean. I'm just pointing out the differences. We don't go in the ocean because they put the fear in us not to go in the ocean. Look at Jaws did it for us. But if we go in the ocean, we'll experience a whole different aquatic connection that we are unaware of. And they know it. So what they do, keep niggas out the ocean. See? Keep niggas out the ocean. Meanwhile, we never question why the fuck do human beings, y'all in here, y'all know, y'all be out there, nigga, y'all in the ocean. You see what I'm saying? Right. So, what is this difference? Why is it that the sun literally strengthens us. But it kills human beings. D.E.A. What make us more athletic than human beings? D.E.A. They can't explain shit else to you. They can't. Go talk to any doctor. They're not going to speak the esoteric facts. So they'll say, he trained. No, bro. We don't be training shit. We like that. Like, go to any hood in America, you're gonna find 100 niggas that could jump out the gym. You feel me? 100 more black people, Latino people that will outrun any track star. What are you talking about? You see what I'm saying? Like, we just naturally like that. We naturally like that. This shit natural. I tumble, I ran track, I play, but I'm athletic as hell. Like, it's natural. We ain't gotta do none of that. Well, I ain't worked out in months. I'm still cut the fuck up. See what I'm saying? Like, if a person don't know me, if you know me, you like, yeah, God ain't worked out in a minute. But if you don't know me, you gonna be like, damn, what's your workout plan? Because some of y'all be like that. Like, boy, I ain't worked out in a minute. You hear me? I ain't worked out in a minute. I've been super slacking. You know what I'm saying? But the genetics. It's a genetic thing. And sometimes human beings, y'all even know it's genetics. I've heard human beings say it. Genetics. Y'all didn't say it now. Okay, so we're talking about genetics now. Okay, so what are these genetics that's different? Let's put a title on it. Let's title this shit. Let's just stop saying it's genetics. See what I'm saying? Let's stop saying it's genetics. What are the specific genetics that's doing this? See what I'm saying? What's the name of the genetics that is responsible for this major difference? Why the fuck are our skin so dark? All this neuromelanin and carbon. Dark matter energy. At the highest state, this is dark matter energy. Then it descends, and as it falls in dimensions, remember, 4 phases of matter: solids, liquids, gases, plasma, energy. We descend from the astral realms down here. So as we descend, we have to have bodies that we can take on. So all that dark matter manifests in this physical reality, right? As carbon and neuromelanin. Not melanin, neuromelanin. 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 Neuro. Cause see, niggas be still saying melanin. Neuromelanin. All right? This is neuromelanin, not melanin. Okay? Human beings have melanin. Okay? Neuromelanin. Neuromelanin and carbon, which has manifested in a physical state. So it's in a lower density, so it manifests as this carbon in neuromelanin. But if you catch us vibrating in the astral realms, it's just pure dark matter energy. Same thing. But as you go through different vibrations, plasma realm, gas, liquids, solids, because you're descending into this material realm. You descend, you come down. You come down here. You get what I'm saying? Your soul and spirit descends. So you're coming from higher states of consciousness just to have this earthly experience. Okay? Let me rewind that. You descend from higher realms. Okay, so you land, you come down. No, because you got to get it. You come down here. You came down here into a lower vibration to have this earthly, this material. This is all material experience. Okay, you had to lower your vibration just to get here. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, just to get here. Okay, so That's a cosmic thing. If you don't have neuromelanin and carbon, that means you're not a dark matter energy being. Now, what's dark matter energy? This is the 9 ether. Okay, so when we say 9 ether, now we're talking genetics. Okay, so this is what makes us 9 ether beings. All this stardust, all this neuromelanin, all this carbon that's descended from the astral planes. This is energy. So this is a powerful thing, Negro. You see what I'm saying? This is powerful. Why do you think when they used to kill certain versions of us, let's use Nat Turner, they would skin, they would fillet us. They would fillet us. Keep your body parts, keep your genitals, keep your heart, keep this, keep the ether. Okay? This is a very powerful thing. This is a weapon. You're a weapon. You're a whole weapon. Okay, but why don't human beings have that? Why is it that when black people and Latino people get in the sun, we charge up? That's genetics. Okay. So these genetics is D.E.A. D.E.A. When you go past neuromelanin and you talk about dark matter energy was formed in 9 ethers. So when you're dealing with the 9, these are the most powerful beings in the cosmos. Any beings that's in the 9 ethers or the ninth universe, right? These are the most powerful beings throughout the entire multiverse. Like that's a fact, right? Because of the how powerful the celestial rays are around this that had to gather together to create this dark matter energy. Okay? Remember, this dark matter energy is a combination of divine feminine energy mixed with divine masculine energy in its essence. That's what dark matter energy is. Okay? I'll repeat that. Remember, dark matter energy is divine feminine energy combined with divine masculine energy at its presence, right? And at its full, see, that's dark matter energy. Now, we are full of that. So we are so radiant. We are radiant beings that the sun actually empowers us. The sun should kill us too. The sun is an actual solar weapon. We shouldn't even be able to take that sun, y'all. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot of beings. It's a lot of beings, y'all. It's a lot of beings. It's a whole lot of beings on different planets that cannot take the sun at all. The Pleiadians can't take the sun. There are entire different, and the Pleiadian race is an advanced extraterrestrial race that look just like human beings, and they can't take the sun. The reptilians, powerful as fuck, and they can't take the sun. That's why they got to shapeshift into human beings. And then they still spend most of their time living in caves and underground. The reptilian race. They can't take the sun. You see what I'm saying? The insectoids. That's an extraterrestrial race that like tall ass praying mantis. The insectoids. It's an actual extraterrestrial race. They can't take the sun either. You feel me? The grays, the Zeta grays, which is when you think of alien, you think of a Zeta gray because they always showed us Zeta grays, right? They had us thinking the Zeta grays were the only aliens, right? They never went into the different species and all of that, right? Because they didn't want us to know anything about the cosmos, right? That emoji right there that just got posted of an alien. Those are how the Zeta grays look. Those are the Zeta grays. The Zeta grays, they one of the most intelligent species throughout the whole multiverse. And they ass can't even take the sun. That's why they got on a gray jumpsuit. That when you see the alien, the gray face with the black eyes, that's an actual space suit. They don't look like that. They have regular eyes like us under those lids. Those black lids that open up, they have regular eyes under there. Those are glasses. And their skin, do you think that's their skin? That's a suit. They can come out of that. They look completely different. No different than when they showed you an astronaut in that big goofy ass suit with that big ass fish bowl. He ain't went to no moon, but they got us thinking that, right? So they got him in this big ass suit, fish bowl helping on. He moving like he really in water, but they got you thinking he floating and shit like one small step for man. They underwater like a motherfucker. Like Y'all in the whole swimming pool in Hollywood and Cali when they shot that shit. One small step for man, he floating. You think, right? Same thing. Like, they can't take our atmosphere. So that's an actual suit that they be having on. But you think that's how they look. That's a suit. It's a space suit. You know what I'm saying? No lie, right? And they can't take the sun, nigga. You see what I'm saying? Don't think this sun is something that everybody can take in this multiverse. I'm just using them as an example. It's many more. It's many more beings that cannot take the sun. We literally channel the frequency of the sun. We give life to the sun. Like, you have to understand the sun is an actual weapon. It's an actual weapon. That's why they can't let it shine 24 motherfucking 7. That's the whole reason that they created clouds. Let's not forget why the clouds were created. The clouds were created to literally block out the sun. No other reason. The clouds wasn't created to just roll by. It wasn't no clouds here originally. Nigga, we never had a cloud in the sky. We never had a cloud in the sky before these beings landed on our planet and invaded us. We ain't have no motherfucking clouds, y'all. Nigga, we didn't have no clouds. It was two big ass suns in the sky shining 24/7. There was no nighttime, none of that here. You feel me? The whole purpose of clouds is to block out the sun, to stop your cosmic connection, all these divine 93 beings, connection to the sun as much as possible. All right? So we have to ask ourselves, why is it that black people have this cosmic connection to the sun and the planet? But if I'm a human being and I go sit in the sun, it starts to kill me. It starts to cook my skin. It starts to eat at me. I literally need to put suntan lotion on. I need an ointment to be able to absorb because I can't absorb those cosmic rays, right? But why though? You see, why can't you absorb those cosmic rays? The animals can, the plants can, right? So if I'm a human being, I'm asking myself, why? You know, black people can't be human beings. We can't be the same. Even if I'm a human being, I'm thinking like that, like, there's no way. Okay, let's look at little shit. We have to use little things, y'all, that happens in everyday society. Okay, so let's talk about lice. Human beings get lice like it ain't nothing. But gods and goddesses, or Anunnaki gods and goddesses, the Anunnaki, the descendants of the Anunnaki, right? If you want to call us that, or the Anunnaki, because this is really what we are. The Anunnaki, right? The other children of the Anunnaki, however you want to call it, right? They don't experience that. And it's all based around because human beings have D.N.A. Okay? So, human beings, you have D.N.A. Okay? D.N.A. Okay? So, let's look at it. You have D.N.A. Let me show you what D.N.A. look like. This is D.N.A. Okay, human beings, you have D.N.A. So you see this? D.N.A. This is D.N.A. All right? Now, this is called a double helix. This is called a double helix. Okay? You have two helixes. 1, 2. A double helix. Now, because you have D.N.A., all right, you only have one series. And if you are mixed, some of you can, it's between 1 to 3 series of this so-called D.N.A. Okay? These double helixes are actually cells. All right? So, as a human being, you only have one series of this, or 3. So that means that you have one of these or 3 of these. So Imagine three of these. One, two, three. If you are a six ether being, which means human being, all right, you have DNA. Now, because you have DNA, this is the true reason why you can't channel the frequency of the sun, okay? Because you have DNA, all right? You have DNA. So that's one of these. You only have one of these, okay? You have one. Now, what they don't tell people, okay, about this genetically, all right, genetically is this link right here. This is a hydrogen link. Now, human beings, you were replicated from us. All right. Hold on, I'm gonna finish talking about it. But human beings, you were replicated from us. Okay. So by you being replicated from us, you have a lot of the same things we have. Like, okay, two eyes, for example, a nose, a mouth, two hands with 5 fingers, chest or breast, penis, 2 legs, 2 feet, right? That's the God physique. Arm, leg, arm, head, okay? That's God in manifestation, okay? This is why the Muslims, because originally, because they infiltrated Islam. Islam was an esoteric teaching. Islam itself stands for I, self, Lord, and Master. But the oppressors infiltrated all forms of information, and they didn't flip Islam back a whole different way. Okay? So, you only have, because the body, arm, leg, arm, head, which is Allah. Because man, or the black/Latino man and woman, is God in manifestation. Without the physical body, it's dark matter energy. Still creative and doing what we do in the cosmos and the astral realms. But when we descend into this physical state, we are still that same God, but in manifestation. So this is what Allah esoterically, anciently meant. Arm, leg, arm, head. That's the body of what? This physique. And Allah is considered who in Islam? God. Right? Allah is the name of God. Okay. So, human beings, you were made in our image by Satan, Yakub, Prometheus, Jacob in the Bible. That's why all of these characters I'm naming, they got that same story of tampering with some form of genetics to create a new species. Go read about them. Go read about Jacob in the Bible, which is just Yakub, but with a J in front, and how he separated the sheep, he separated the flocks. They're talking about the genetics. Zeus, that's what Zeus did. He separated the genetics. That's what Yakub did. He separated the brown gene from the black gene to create a whole new species. That's what Prometheus did. In the beginning, Prometheus created who? Mankind. That's what they tell you about Prometheus' story. Because human beings, you are mankind. You are a kind of man, made in the likeness of the gods. That's why in the Bible, your Bible, which is the beginning of your creation story as a human being, it clearly says, then we said, let us make man in our image. Because that was what Zeus said. Let us. Who the fuck is us? That means plural. That's plural. More than one. Right? We never caught that in religion. But it was said in the Bible, in Genesis. Let us make man in our image. The us was Zeus with the other fallen gods in the lab creating the human beings. And us in our image. You were made in our image. This is where you get all your shit from. Your arm, leg, arm, head. See? But Zeus was only able to give you the physical aspect of us. A lot of the genetic inner workings, he couldn't replicate that. And that's the only difference between a human being and a god. We both look alike. You see? So we can walk amongst each other, and then they lied about history, so we think we all one human race. Because we look alike. But internally, we have two completely different inner workings, two completely different genetics, with completely different species. We not from here neither. Human beings, you're not from here, but you were created somewhere else, and that's okay. And then you came here. But us, these so-called, that's been labeled blacks and Latinos, we not from here neither. And the difference is we created here, there, the entire multiverse. This is why your species, because if you're a human being and you're in here, that means you're vibrating high. But I'm talking about your species, the hierarchy human beings, the not the low vibrational, not the racist human beings, not the good ones. This is why your people attacked us and continue to attack us to this day. All behind these genetics. Human beings, you have D.N.A. Okay? And you only have one series of this. Okay? You have one series of this. Okay? You have 1 to 3 series of these. So 1, 2, 3 max. And each helix is actually a cell. Okay? Each helix is a cell. They don't teach you that in the medical field. They teach you about cells in biology and what they do, but they don't tell you that the double helix is an actual cell itself. Because let's look at a cell. What's a cell? Let's pull it up. What are cells? It's biology, y'all. What are cells? In biology, the smallest unit that can live on its own and that makes up all living organisms and tissues of the body. A cell has 3 main parts: the cell membrane, the nucleus, and the cytoplasm. The cell membrane surrounds the cell and controls the substances that go into and out of the cell. Okay, so let's look at this cell. We're looking at cells, okay? So your cells, okay, this is the smallest unit, keyword, unit, that can live on its own. Okay, why did they use the word unit? Because a cell is an information center. It's an esoteric information center. Okay, your cells that are in your body are actually an esoteric information center. Okay, and each part of the cell is connected to the cosmos. Far as if you have D.E.A. Okay, if you have D.N.A., this does not apply to you at all. This doesn't apply to you at all, okay? If you have D.N.A., okay? Because everything about the genetic part of you is synthetic. So you have 1 to 3 series of these strands, but they are synthetics, okay? And I'll show you what they call them, okay? Let's go to chromosomes for a second. How many chromosomes do people have? In humans, each cell normally contains 23 pairs of chromosomes for a total of 46. 22 of these pairs, called autosomes, look the same in both males and females. Okay, so before I break all the chromosome thing down, what they saying right now, there's the word right there, autosomes, for what human beings actually have. Although in the article, they're trying to say we all got chromosomes. We do not all have chromosomes. All right. Human beings have autosomes. Okay. Now, let's go back to this. Hold on. Boom. So each one of these represents a series. They have 1 to 3 of them. Okay. And all of these, what they call chromosomes in us, in human beings, are called autosomes. All right. And right here, it's not hydrogen links like we have. This is hydrogen in us. These little links, where it's purple and green and blue and pink, this is all hydrogen in us. This right here, these links that link the double helix together, like the ladder, make it like a ladder, this is hydrogen in us. But in human beings, this is synthetic. So this is like a form of oxygen in a way. Okay, so this is why oxygen doesn't hurt human beings. It only hurt the gods, because we have hydrogen right here. Okay, now human beings having DNA, they only have 1 to 3 series of these. Okay, oxygen. Okay, now because they only have 1 to 3 series of these links, guess what happens? Because you only have 1 to 3 series, we talking genetics, human beings. Because you only have 1 to 3 series of these double helixes, which are actually cells in themselves. That's why I was trying to show you what a cell is, okay? Because the double helix is a cell within itself. And what does the cell consist of? A membrane and a nucleus in the cytoplasm. Keyword, plasm. So we say cytoplasm, what's that? Plasma. So that's the plasma energy that's coming from the etheric realms, that's coming through our genetics that have D.E.A. Human beings don't have chromosomes. They have autosomes, okay? Human beings have 1 to 3 series of double helixes. And they don't have chromosomes, they have autosomes. And because it's a synthetic version, these double helix links, all right, they don't have a cosmic connection. They have no cosmic source. We have D.E.A. So guys, we have a cosmic source. We are connected and powered by the sun. This is where the sun comes into play, okay? We give life to the sun gives life to us. So it illuminates. We are luminous beings, everything within us. So we are receiving information all the time from the cosmos, whether we are aware of this or not, whether you are conscious of it or unconscious to these things. If you have D.E.A. But if you have D.N.A., you have synthetic genetics. Okay, so by the genetics being synthetic, you only got 1 to 3 series at that. Now let's talk about chromosomes. There is no chromosomes. So by there not being any chromosomes, you can't get the neuromelanin. You can't get the neuromelanin without the chromosomes, because the chromosomes are galaxies within themselves. Each chromosome within us is an actual fucking universe with beings that live within it. Not only that, the biggest chromosome on the planet is the sun. The sun is a chromosome itself. Okay? The biggest chromosome on the planet is the fucking sun. The sun is a chromosome in itself. The part of the sun that shines this bright is called a chromosphere. Google it. This part of the sun that's shining bright that got you like this is called a chromosphere. That's called the chromosphere of the sun. You get what I'm saying? So the sun in itself is a chromosome. And because the sun is a chromosome, you have all the chromosomes in you. This is why you are connected to the sun. 9 ether beings, Black and Latino people, because the sun is a chromosome. You have chromosomes in you. To be exact, you have, let's break it down. Let me show you. Okay, so how many chromosomes do people have? Right here, this is what human beings have. So let's read it. In humans, each cell normally contains 23 pairs of chromosomes, but they really have autosomes, not chromosomes, for a total of 46. 22 of these pairs, called autosomes, which is what human beings really have, look the same in both male and females. That's true. The 23rd pair, the sex chromosomes, differ between males and females. Females have 2 copies of the X chromosome. That's true. while males have one X and one Y chromosome. That is true. Now check this out. They only threw you off with the word human being and autosome and chromosomes. Remove chromosomes. Human beings have autosomes, not chromosomes. So by them having autosomes, basically, this is human beings. Human beings have 23 pairs of autosomes for a total of 46. Okay? They have two cells, which you see the double helix. This is what the double helix is. A cell. A cell. This is a cell. One cell, two cell. That's a cell. Okay? So, they have each cell normally contains 23 pairs. They have 23 pairs of autosomes for a total of 46, because 23 times each cell in the double helix equals 46. Okay? But the difference in us. Now let's talk about us. Human beings have 46 autosomes. But the gods, black people, Latino people, we have 33 pairs. And we have 3. So let me show you something. You said they have a double helix. We have a triple helix. So we have D.E.A. When you have D.E.A., you don't have a double helix. So that's a double helix. That's 1, 2, 1, 2. We have a triple helix. We have a triple helix, okay? We have a triple helix, okay? So we have a triple helix. So that would be 3. In God's, each cell normally contains 33 pairs of chromosomes, which we have chromosomes. So this would say 30, and we have 33 pairs. We have 3 cells in each triple helix. So 3 times 33 is 99 chromosomes total that we have. Okay? Now, when they get to talking about the very last pair is the sex chromosomes, they differ between males and females. Okay? Females have 2 copies of the X chromosome. So basically, they saying that all the chromosomes within us, all right, look the same in both the males and the females, other than the very last chromosome, which is what they call the sex chromosomes. And they say that the goddess has 2 copies of the X, and we have the X and the Y. So they told you the truth in there, but they still mixed that shit up good to throw you off. We really have 33 pairs. A triple helix, gods with D.E.A. Triple helix, 33 pairs. 99 total chromosomes. And because we have chromosomes, we are connected to the cosmos. Now, what is in a cell? What was a cell? It has a membrane and it has a nucleus. Remember I told you, I said, hey, all the fucking nuclear weapons are made out of our what? Cells. I taught y'all that. I say every fucking tank, missile that they use in the military war is made out of the cells of dead black and Latino people. Facts. Why? Because we have chromosomes. And because we have chromosomes, we have real cells. And when you look at a cell is consisted of what? A nucleus, a membrane, and a cytoplasm. We just looked at it. Let's look at it again, man. Let's look at it again, man. You feel me? In biology, the smallest unit that can live on its own. So keyword, a cell is so powerful, y'all, that it can live on its own. But why can it live on its own? Because it's a cosmic entity. It's a cosmic entity, okay? A cell is not just some shit in your body, okay? Let me repeat that. Why can a cell live on its own? Because it's a cosmic entity. It has mind, body, and soul, just like you and I. So you got all these cells in you, and you thinking they just some shit in your body. No. Cells have intelligence, nigga. Okay? Cells have intelligence. That's why on Dragon Ball Z, Cell was one of the most baddest villains. Because if you know how to control your cells, you can do all type of shit. Literally. Now check this out. Check this out. A cell has 3 main parts. And remember, we have real cells. Right, exactly. Somebody said Henrietta Lacks. Exactly. Exactly. They took her what? Her cells. And they did what? They regenerated themselves because they have intelligence. We have cells, y'all. Human beings, y'all don't have cells. Y'all have synthetic ones. So they don't work. They're not real cells. They don't have intelligence. See what I'm saying? So we have real cells. Now, a cell has 3 main parts. A cell has 3 main parts. The cell membrane. So this is the part that's connected to the cosmos that actually is like a real brain. It's interacting back and forth with higher forms of celestial vibration and higher entities. Your membrane does that. The membrane of the cell. Then you have the nucleus. That's the power. That's all that dark matter energy. It's in the nucleus, okay? The nucleus. And then you have the cytoplasm of the cell. This is the plasma energy that comes from the cosmos directly into you through your cells. All of your plasma energy comes to you through your cells. You don't hear me. All of your plasma energy from the cosmos comes to you through your fucking cells. This is why this is called cytoplasm, okay? This is the membrane. They will, when you die, they go and take your cell, open it up, go inside the nucleus and drain all that energy and use that to make bombs with. They use that part to make bombs with. The membrane is actually a real life living entity connected to the cosmos. Okay, the cytoplasm is the plasma energy that's empowering all the information that's coming to the goddamn cell membrane from the cosmos. The only people that have cells is the gods. You get what I'm saying? We have cells, all right? We have cells, real cells, okay? Because we have D.E.A. We have D.E.A. Now, because we have D.E.A., we got all these chromosomes, 99 of them to be exact. But it goes deeper. We don't just have, you know how human beings, y'all have 1 to 3 series. That's what, when you have DNA, you only have 1 to 3 series of double helix links filled with oxygen. We are 9 ether beings. We're immortal, primordial energy, energetic beings. So we have 9 series. We have 9 series of those same genetics, but triple helix instead of 2. You only got 1 to 3. We got 9, and it's a triple helix, and we got millions of fucking links of hydrogen links. Now on them triple helix, you got all this ancestral energy that's been passed down to us from our ancestors. Because we are the ancestors. It's a cosmic thing. So because we have that, all right, this is where you get your differences at. This is why we have ether that grows up to the heavens or up to the cosmos. Because of these cells in us. Because of this DEA, deoxyetheric acid. Now, because we have deoxyetheric acid, we have cells where nucleus is full of all this dark matter energy. It's your cells that fights off diseases in your body. See what I'm saying? We have all this. We have chromosomes. If you really want to know how powerful a chromosome is, just look at the fucking sun. There you have it. Now your body full of them. And you got millions of cells. This is why it's called nuclear war. See what I'm saying? Because they have taken the power out of the nucleus of our cells and used them to form nuclear weapons. So I'm trying to get you to see how powerful you are. You don't understand what you are because you don't know what's being used from you. You don't even know, like, they're using your body parts to make guns, to make gunpowder, to make weaponry. Even the atomic bomb. Where did that come from? Our atoms, our atomic structure. That's our genetics. That's our genetics. That's our genetics. And that is the genetics of the God species, because you're only going to find that in a being that has DEA, deoxyetheric acid. If you have D.N.A, you don't have those 9 series, so you're not connected to the cosmos like that. So therefore you lack neuromelanin. You end up with melanin. And now the melanin, it blocks UV rays of the sun. But it doesn't stop them. So this is why you have to go get extra suntan lotion. All right? Which is another synthetic to kind of like plaster you away from the cosmic radiation of the chromosphere of the sun. And because of that, the only way that you are able to channel energy, photon energy, because that's what the sun is, the only way you can channel that as a human being is from other black people and Latino people being around us. So if we all left the planet, human beings, y'all would just die because we give y'all the photon energy that you can't get organically from the sun. You don't have to be in my house every day as a human being to get that. When you pass us by, when we out in the atmosphere, we like a crystal. Why do you think, what do crystals do? Push out energy and pull energy in. Well, who the fuck you think taught the crystal? Who the fuck you think programmed the fucking amethyst crystal or the citrine or the clear quartz to do what it does? We did that. We did that. Because that's what we do. We push out energy and we pull in energy. We are crystallized beings. If you look at nature, everything in nature basically follows what we do. This is why you can go to the plant and look at the plant and we share the same genetics of the fucking plant. The palm tree is full of what? Chloroplast DNA. I will repeat that. The palm tree is full of chloroplast, what they like to call DNA. But anything natural to the planet or aboriginal to us does not have DNA. Because plants have mind, body, and soul like us. Spirit and soul, the plant has. Yes, it does. So therefore, the plant is a divine being. The plant is a 93 being as well. Okay? Understand that some souls and spirits choose to animate plants. Some choose to animate animals. You don't hear me though. When we descend, some of us choose to be plants. Some of us choose to be animals. That's not who we are. That's just the material that we're animating in this physical realm. We can, because we are everything, we can take on anybody. Not just this one. The only bodies we can't take on is the human being body because we didn't create that body. We created the plants. We created the animals. We created the insect. We created the wind. Who you think told the wind how hard to blow? Who you think gave the fire its desire to burn the way that it does? Who do you think it is that interlaced the dimensions? Who you think spoke to to Planet Kai and taught her how to be still, how to be stable? Who you think set up that interstellar connection between the realms so that one realm don't fall on top of the other one? We did that. We did that. We gave the water its texture. We taught the water how to flow. We taught the wave how to crash against the sand. We taught the sand how to receive the wave as it crashes. Who you think formed that connection? Everything in the nature is alive. The beings with the deoxyetheric acid. The DEA, the hidden gem, the God gene. The reason they call us metahumans, the reason they attack us is because of the D.E.A. It's a real thing. We go into hoodoo. We go into voodoo. We don't need to sit in circles with salt. We don't need to call on fallen angels to help us with shit because we got too many supreme entities and divine deities and cosmic elders that are on our side naturally because we are everything and everything is us. It's a difference. It's a difference. Having D.E.A, we have spirit and soul. That's electricity and magnetism. Having D.N.A, you only have a spirit. That's only electricity. No magnetism. No magnetism. None of that. None of that. You feel what I'm saying? You have hair. You don't have ether. You don't have any of that. You don't have any of that. You get what I'm saying? That's a cosmic thing. So even cells, no, all human beings do not, you don't have real, you have the synthetic version, the 1 to 3 series of those genetic, those double helixes. That's DNA. That's all a part of your DNA. That's all a part of your DNA. That's all a part of your DNA. You get what I'm saying? That's all a part of your DNA, period. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you got to understand though that if you don't have that, you feel me? If you don't have those genetics, then that's the difference. You have DNA, you have DEA. It's imperative that our people understand the difference. This is why they can be trying to dig us up. They dig us up. They have to dig us up because it was the tampering of the DEA that had made us fall in frequency. This is why we're not even in giant statue like we used to be, because they tampered with the DEA. They tamper with the DEA, but they can dig us up all day. And then they'll dig up these big ass femur bones, like I posted on this community page earlier and I posted on Instagram. They'll dig up these big ass femur bones, and then they'll tell you that that was a tree. And a motherfucker believe, like, oh, well, that's a tree. Ain't no tree laying under the ground. You get what I'm saying? Ain't no tree laying under the ground. You get what I'm saying? So they'll dig us up, big ass femur bones, and a person to sit there and be like, oh, okay, you not even making a cosmic connection because they have tampered with the DEA. And if you're not understanding how they tamper with the DEA and what that really means, then it's hard for you to understand how the fuck can we go from 125 feet tall with 2 big ass suns in the sky to where we is today. It's hard for you to understand that if you're not on that vibration. So you're not gonna understand this shit anyway. You feel me? You can't. I could break it down 1,000 times. You ain't gonna get it because you're not on that frequency. You see what I'm saying? That's too deep for you. You know what I'm saying? Like some people, this shit too deep for. This shit ain't for you if you ain't already learned certain shit. You just can't jump in this motherfucker. It's dangerous. Ain't no just jumping in here and let me just speak in here. See, ain't no just jumping in here because the shit we talking about is. I'm not gonna use the word esoteric. Esoteric. If it's not that, you get what I'm saying? If it's not that, that's exactly what this shit is that we be talking about. That's why they fuck with the lives and all of that. This ain't no shit that they want you to know. So at the end of the day, like, fuck, I got the game by lying to your ass. I ain't got nothing to gain by lying to you. Shit, nigga, you feel me? We on here talking right now. I ain't got nothing to gain by lying to you. You feel me? You have to know that there's a difference between these so-called Black and Latino people that have been labeled this. And the difference is the genetics. The difference is that hidden genetic. The shit that make them call us meta-human. You feel me? They're not going to tell you the sun is a chromosome. They don't even have chromosomes. Why they want you to know that? You see what I'm saying? Then they gonna tell you we all got chromosomes, but we all don't have chromosomes. We all don't have a spirit in the soul. No, we don't. And we're not all one human race. No, we are not. And we are not all from here. Just like right now, it's human beings that grow tails still. So when I tell you about it was a time when human beings were in a cave Neanderthal state and they walked around on all fours full of hair, I'm not making anything up to you when you're a human being and you're listening to me say that. I'm telling you the true esoteric facts of where you came from. You was in the Caucasus Mountains on all fours. That's a fact. And we came and taught you how to stand upright. This is why the white women have flat asses naturally. They just start getting ass. I'm just making it make sense. Like we literally used to have to take the little wooden planks and nail y'all to the motherfuckers and stand y'all up. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like that. That's why naturally, like, over the years, you seen like the flat ass on the white women. And then now it's starting to get some shape and it's starting to get some, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of other shit is shots is taking place, is squats taking place. Y'all trying to get like the goddesses now. Y'all trying to look more like the goddesses now. You get what I'm saying? But I'm just pointing out the little shit. It be the little shit. No, it be the little shit that you're not thinking about. I'm just trying to mesh it together. So it's in that state. That's the DNA. That's all the DNA. If you go look, it's going to tell you 1/4 of human beings get their tails cut off at birth. Right. We don't grow no tails at all. So we need to be figuring out, okay, why do they grow tails? Why don't we grow tails? And if you're a human being, you need to be like, okay, yeah, he right. Let me Google right now. Is it going to say that we grow tails? Yes, it's going to say that you grow tails. I'm not even going to waste my turnaround energy on that. You know what I'm saying? We know what it's going to say. I done pulled it up 1,000 times. So it's going to say 1/4 of human beings still get their tails cut off. Now, If I'm lying about you being in a Neanderthal state and not being from this planet, why is it that niggas is growing tails? Exactly. So I'm not being racist and I'm not being funny. We talking real science and esoteric facts. It's the difference between DNA and fucking DEA. And that's the difference between a God and a human being. That's the reason why the attack has been on the DEA to kill the cosmic connection. And that's also why they start programming even the high vibrational human beings. They don't want y'all fucking with us because guess what? If y'all fuck with us, y'all can get back in tune with y'all self on a level that they kind of still robbed y'all from. Remember, y'all were made in our image. So we still hold all the divine nutrients that you need for you to fully prosper into a full blossoming human being that can fully thrive. I'm talking about from a spiritual aspect. I'm not talking about from a physical state. I'm talking about spiritually. Spirit, soul, fully connected to the cosmos and everything around you. It's a disconnect because unless we right, y'all can't get right if y'all wanted to. So this is what must be understood. You can't kill the black/Latino man, woman, whatever you want to call us, divine cosmic connection to everything around you, and that goes on and takes place. Okay? But because we don't understand us on a genetic level, biologically what we are able to be then manipulated into believing that we are nothing but mere humans. And then as we accept that fate, then because we are ancient beings spiritually who manifest whatever vibration we think, okay, now we are able to be locked into this fallen state, nigga. That's what I'm trying to say. Period. You know what I'm saying? We are able to be locked. I had to put the nigga on the end for the people that's in class and to be like, I don't like when he used the word nigga. Nigga. So at the end of the day, you feel me? Because I got to connect to those out there that understands it better if I say nigga too. You feel me? It's a supreme difference between D.E.A. and D.N.A. Two completely different things. We had to be forced to eat flesh. If you have DNA, you have a craving for flesh. See? We had to be forced to eat flesh if you have DEA. Because if you have DEA, you are plant-based. Beings who have DEA are plant-based. They do not desire naturally, unless tampered with genetically, unless genetically modified, unless they have been genetically modified. Okay, now we might know what GMOs really mean. So, divine, nine-ether, aboriginal, indigenous, cosmic, celestial beings to the planet do not naturally desire meat unless they have been genetically modified to do such. Why? Because we are plant-based. Naturally, we are plants. What the fuck you think your ether is? Why do you think it grow like this? You the stem, nigga. Your ether, the motherfucking, the petals, nigga. The motherfucking, you the stem. You connected to the soil. You the stem. You see what I'm saying? You the stem. That's why walking bare feet is powerful. That's why sun gazing is powerful for the nine ether beings. You the stem. You feel me? You are the stem, okay? Your ether is like the rose petals. That's why you're not supposed to cut it and touch it. That's like cutting the fucking top off a rose. You cut the whole head off a rose, and that's just the stem left. That's how we look. We cut our ether. You feel me? You know, you just killed the plant, right? Exactly. Right. That's how the fuck you should feel about your ether. You cut your ether. That's just like taking a rose and cutting the motherfucking head off the rose. You killed the plant, didn't you? Exactly. You killing you, nigga. Right. So, nine ether beings with DEA We share a connection with the plants. We have chloroplasts within our 9 series of triple helix D.E.A. Chromosomes, not autosomes over here. Chromosomes. You get what I'm saying? So when you think of this shit, nigga, look at the sun, nigga. That's a chromosome. The radius around it is called a chromosphere. The chromosphere of the sun. Right. Yeah. Us. Us. Right. So when you see that motherfucking sun in the sky, nigga, think about the heat you feel off that bitch. Now imagine us full of those. Right. Exactly. 9-ether being deoxyetheric acid related. We share the same genetics as the plants around us. This is why it's called a planet. P-L-A-N. Plain T. But you can drop the motherfucking E and you get plant all motherfucking day. You see what I'm saying? It's just a play on the words, nigga. The way they concocted the spelling of it. Nigga, remember, the spelling of it. Planet, plain, T, Tiamat. And plain as in planes. And plain as in move that E and you get plant. Planet. Planet. Right, exactly. Plant. Right, exactly. Okay then. So, when you understand that, right? When you understand that, not just hear it, when you divinely understand that, see what I'm saying? This fingerprint right here, that's the shape of the galaxies. That's the shape of the galaxies, and they'll tell you that too, or you can look it up your motherfucking self, nigga. Galaxy shapes all on your fingerprints, nigga. Galaxy, them shapes of galaxies, nigga. That pattern that makes your fingerprint, galaxy. Galaxy. Designed the same way. That crown in your scalp, that connects your crown chakra to, that's in the trees. You know what I'm saying? D.E.A. Chloroplast. This is why when people take chlorophyll, they feel better. Or you hear people saying, hey, do chlorophyll. Get chlorophyll. Why? Why chlorophyll? Why chlorophyll? Because chlorophyll comes from chloroplast, and we are full of chloroplast. So is plants. And we all got that because we all got D.E.A. Plants got D.E.A. It should be being called chloroplast D.N.A. It should be called chloroplast D.E.A. Right? The animals got D.E.A. The insects got D.E.A. And the fucking elements themselves has D.E.A. The wind, the air, the earth, the water, and we got D.E.A. Everything on the planet. This is why we get life from the sun and give life to the sun. But if you have D.N.A., you don't have none of that. So everything on the planet kills you other than unnatural states. So as a human being, you are at your strongest when it's cold, which is an unnatural state here. But when it's cold and it's snowing, that's when y'all at y'all strongest. When that full moon is out, that's when you're at your strongest as a human being, because these are products of your planet, of your environment. You crave flesh because you are merged with animals. So that's why you crave flesh. You don't know how to be peaceful. It's hard to be peaceful when you're a human being. Y'all have to really meditate and do yoga and smoke weed and be into crystals. And that's why I shout out all, that's what I mean by a high vibrational human being. Organically, naturally, y'all about war, y'all about the dysfunction, lying, manipulation, savages, do whatever it takes to get ahead, and y'all will eat each other too. Because that's how y'all was in the motherfucking caves. So it's this. That's where the whole ideology of dog eat dog world comes from. It wasn't no dog eat dog world before the dogs got here, nigga. It wasn't no dog eat dog world, nigga. It was a we help each other, we live in abundance. And then y'all came because y'all full of animal genetics and then it get activated, and when you tap into that animal genetic without us, remember, when he put the animal genetics inside of you, he didn't have a soul and spirit in that animal. Like a regular animal has a soul and spirit. He just using the traits. He weeded out the traits. So he weeded out the traits of the wolf. He weeded out the traits of the dog, the traits of the lemur, the traits of the pig. You know what I'm saying? This is where them traits come from. Them traits, you know what I'm saying? Them traits, you feel me? Barbarian, savage, because that's the animal. You know what I'm saying? Animal just gonna react to shit. The instinct. This is why when spirits and souls come and they take on the life of animals, they have to really work on themselves too. Because if a soul comes here and say he takes on a vessel of a lion, he cannot let the natural instinct that's been bred inside the vessel of the lion override his soul. Animals be having decisions to make too. Real life shit. This is why you can come across an animal a dog that ain't gonna fuck with you. Then another dog want to chase your ass for no reason. Because they have soul. This bee might come up on you and he don't even fuck with you because the bees is cool with us. But then some bee come up on you, he want to fuck with you for no reason. Like, damn, what you on? Because everything has soul and spirit. So it has decisions. It has free will. They go through shit. They go through situations. Just like we do. We go through some shit that take it out on a motherfucker. You know, like animals like that, the insects. Because you never know what soul and spirit you dealing with. Who's animating that bee? What soul is animating that lion? What soul is animating that family dog? We talking real life. We getting real life, you know what I'm saying? This shit is deeper than the flesh what we talking about right now. This is the spiritual us. We have to understand that side of things. So you get what I'm saying? You understanding that, you can understand where these traits come from to come on our land and take everything and kill us off, and the way they try to come, that's the animal genetics. That's the animal genetics that could kick in. You know what I'm saying? So lacking chromosomes, lacking certain cellular structures, lacking soul, lacking coming here with the calcified pineal gland. All that comes with having DNA. DNA, only humans have DNA, right? Because even the 3 series that they have are synthetic, so they're not like real, right? So DNA is something that only human beings have. And I mean, it's not a bad thing. It's you a human being. That's your shit. But I'm just saying, human being DNA genetically is something that only human beings have. When you get outside of that, everything else is D.E.A. 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 No, in any species you go to. This is why we all share that same divine connection. I'm just giving you where the cosmic connection comes from. You can't approach it from a physical state of point of view because it's not going to connect with you. We have 9 series. It takes 9 ethers for a 9 ether being, a black or Latino person, to even incarnate. It only takes 6 ethers for a human being to carnate. And then when you mix the genetics and you get your demigods, you're going to still have that D.E.A. that's going to override the DNA. Because DNA is a synthetic genetic. And Zeus knew about this. So he gave the human beings a replica version of D.E.A. And this is where D.N.A. comes from. D.N.A. was designed to be a replica version of what D.E.A. already does. But they wasn't able, Zeus only got so much power. Satan only has so much power. So he wasn't able to give his creations everything that he received from the ancestors. He wasn't able to do that. But that's what he was trying to do. That's why in Isaiah they say Satan said he will make his throne like the Most High. He will raise his throne higher than God. everybody know, if you've ever read the Bible, that Satan's whole thing is that he wants to be God. Remember, why didn't he want to bow down? When they tell you in the Bible he didn't want to bow down and this and that, God told all the angels to bow down. Satan ain't want to bow down. That's what they tell you. And they say he was the most powerful, most prettiest angel of them all. Okay. And what was that beef about? What's Satan in religion? Let's go to religion as a reference. We're using religion right now as a reference point. So, hold on. I shaded my ancestors too. But we're using religion as a reference point. Why did Satan get kicked out of heaven? He didn't want to bow down. So that could be taken as he rebelled, which can mean that he did not want to participate in the inner workings or the cosmic design that had already been laid out, the cosmic blueprint, the galactic blueprint for his bitch ass to follow. He didn't want to do that. So, okay. So if he didn't want to do that, what does that mean? Exactly, duality in all things. He didn't want to do that. Okay? So, when he went to create his creation, he made everything just like it already was. But it was a lesser version of it. You know? So this is where D.N.A. even come from. Where is what D.N.A. even come from? And if a black person has sex with a white person and they have a baby, ain't no well, does the baby come out with D.N.A.? No, the baby's going to come out with D.E.A. Okay? The baby's going to come out with D.E.A. because the D.E.A. is the more dominant genetic. So it's going to override the synthetic genetic because it's stronger. You get it? It's stronger. So, and the deeper you get into your D.E.A., this is why magic works for us. This is why the power of speaking. This is why all of that stuff works for us. This is why we have ancestors, cosmic ancestors. Human beings don't have the cosmic ancestry. They have physical ancestors. So that's people that came in the physical format. We have physical ancestors and we have cosmic elders and ancestors and spiritual elders and ancestors. You know, like, and this is why you can't find that on D.E.A. because they ain't got it. So if they ain't got it, what they gonna do? Try to hide it from our ass. Better yet, we'll do this even better. We'll tell those niggas they got what we got. How about that? How about that? Well, shit, we can't tell them that they got something that we ain't got. We can't tell them that. Shit, we can't let them niggas find that out. Them niggas ain't finding that out. Shit, we gonna just tell them we got the same thing. We all one human race. That's exactly what they did. So, and then they war with anybody who dared challenge that ideology. So you look at history and you see all this warring taking place because we was trying to get back what was ours as we began to fall in frequency. And then you got the ringleader jealous, right? So we know who the ringleader is, Satan. So you got all this warring that's been taking place because of that. But you can look at so many things about us. Like, even like I've been told y'all, you know, we are full of gamma radiation. Now, when people hear the term gamma radiation, that throws them off. But people that's been in the university know, I've been telling y'all, we got green veins, they got blue veins. Okay? We are full of cosmic gamma radiation. And just like the Hulk, if we ever tapped into that, you're going to go through the same thing. You're going to go through uh, uh, what's the word I'm looking for? A galactic metamorphosis, which is a real thing. But guess what? If you walking around believing that you don't know nothing about deoxyetheric acid, you've never heard of it, this hidden genetic that only Black and Latino people have, You never heard of deoxyetheric acid. You walking around only knowing about DNA, then yes, you can watch the Hulk and not know that they're literally talking about you. They're making fun of you. All of the superhero movies, they just making fun of us. They just like putting it in our face what they did to us, what powers they suppressed from us. These are our natural abilities. Um, and if you learn more about the genetic you would see that. Like, oh shit, they put shit. No wonder this where they get this from. This where they get that from. This where they get that from. Um, um, um. If you go look up the name of some of these these moves, like go look up what they call Cyclops' little fireball that he did with his eyes on X-Men. They called it like a photon energy blast or some shit. And you find out about photon energy and that you full of it, you're like, oh wow. You find out about the Hulk and how what made him shift. All right. Bruce Banner was a fucking human being that had filled his self with gamma radiation. So yes, anytime somebody struck a chord, which is what made them mad. Okay, so when you get mad, what happened? You're tapping into what? Chaos energy. So that was all symbolic of how anybody tap if he got this gene in him, but you better stay on his good side. Because if he taps into that motherfucking gamma radiation, that D.E.A, that gene in him, he gonna become something we can't stop. And that's with any fucking superhero. It's basically the same story being told over and over again. Everybody went through some form of radiation. Spider-Man got bit by a radioactive spider. The Incredible Hulk got hit with gamma radiation. Fucking Superman, goddamn it, comes from a planet where the sun powers him up, and the only thing weakens him is kryptonite. And Captain Planet is only weakened by pollution, and but the sun powers him up as well. And like all these little stories is it's the same fucking story, just worded differently with different faces. Shang Tsung on Mortal Kombat, oh your soul is mine, right? Like he takes the soul of his victim. Why do he take their soul, and why would he end up being the leader? Like he wasn't just any villain on Mortal Kombat, he was one of the bosses. So the one of the bosses like to take your soul. What does that represent? You feel me? Why did they show Liu Kang and all them with these hidden abilities, them being these warriors for the planet that was supposed to help save the planet, but they didn't know it? What did Raiden represent? Raiden was a god that came down from the higher realms and awakened these humans, right, to their innate abilities. I mean, it's all the same fucking story. The Flash, anybody, you could it's the same story, man. It's always some hidden abilities that somebody don't know about that gets ignited. Fantastic Four, right? They went through cosmic radiation, and it's gonna always be some form of it every time. You look up, you're gonna notice that. You're gonna notice that in every story. Why? Why? What are they really trying to say? What are they really trying to say? That's what you gotta. What are they really trying to say? They saying the same thing. Are you paying attention about who you are and what you are? And if you, that's why we talk about D.E.A tonight. I got to talk about the 9 series, the actual genetic differences. All right, it's not just shit I'm making up. These are the differences, and these are the differences that nobody want to acknowledge, but yet we see them. And if you can understand, it's that D.E.A that makes them want to come after you and kill you and hurt you. It's not just because the skin is different. And it's that same DEA that's been activated. It's that's making us rise now because we listening to our cosmic elders. It's that same DEA that's uniting the animals right now. It's that same DEA that's making fucking Russia and Ukraine war with each other because they can't do shit with us. It's that same DEA that made them create a whole fucking House of 19 pandemic. It's that same DEA that made them create the AIDS virus, syphilis, fucking all the STDs, create crack cocaine, push heroin into the communities, go out their way and kill all our leaders that try to speak out, all behind this DEA. It's that same DEA that they tap into when they putting out negative music and we go spend millions on this shit and we listen to all these negative vibrations. It affects us on the etheric level. Because we exist on an etheric level. This is what deoxyetheric acid is. So let's break that word down. Deoxy, etheric. Keyword is etheric. Etheric is short for ether or etheric realms. You have an etheric body around you that's all a part of your aura. This is energy. So deoxyetheric acid isn't even a physical thing that you can find inside the body. It's a metaphysical thing. It's an energy. It's the ashe. It's like ashe. It's a presence. It's just within us. It's a part of our cosmic makeup. But why are we saying deoxy? What's oxy? Oxy is short for oxygen. What's D? Anytime you put D in front of something, deprogram. You know what I'm saying? Um, um, Anytime you put D in front of something, it's like you're taking it away. So we basically have this etheric acid that we are full of. But because they have pushed oxygen into our atmosphere, we now call this deoxyetheric acid, right? Because we don't need oxygen. We don't need oxygen. We require hydrogen. And in order for our etheric acid to work at its full power, it requires hydrogen too. But because our RAM has been filled with oxygen in this war between us versus the hierarchy human beings, the reptilians and Pleiadians, this affects our connection a little bit. So this genetic is deoxyetheric acid because it's just basically etheric acid, but because they have pushed oxygen onto the planet, deoxyetheric acid. You get what I'm saying? It's deoxyetheric acid because it lacks oxygen. All right? The oxygen is what makes us, exactly, the oxygen is what makes us appear to age because we never really age. Right? But we breathe in oxygen, so it rusts out our avatars and makes us appear to age. And this only affects those with D.E.A. because we are full of etheric acid. We are full of carbon. We are organically blue, green, red, different colors. But because we are breathing in oxygen, the D.E.A. having beings, we become these copper complexions. And we are disconnected from certain natural abilities that we would have without the oxygen. It's a poison. And it affects our etheric acid in us that connects us to the cosmic realms. So the oxygen is what plugs us into the matrix, the light code lockdown, right? So what we have, this genetic would be considered now deoxyetheric acid. This is where the deoxy comes from. And it's been being called that cosmically since they started spraying oxygen onto the realm. So human beings, you don't have hydrogen in your double helix. We have a triple helix. You have a double helix. You have 1 to 3 series of those double helix. We have 9 series of triple helix. We have 99 chromosomes, 33 pairs. You have 46 autosomes, 23 pairs, because you have DNA. If you look up the definition, hold on. Let me see if I can pull it up. So, now, the first thing they're going to tell you that DNA is what? Deoxyribonucleic acid, which is the big dumbass word they created to basically make you believe that we the same thing. But it's not. Understand that they have played off our words and our science and have sought to manipulate it since they landed. Lacking a soul, they can't create, so they replicate. Our ancestors, when they started scribing, when it became a scribe, when we fell in frequency to the level where we had to scribe, because we didn't have to scribe at first. We didn't scribe shit. It's all here, telepathically. But as we fell in frequency and we did start writing shit down, it was us who came up with deoxyetheric acid for our genetics to separate it from what they had going on. Then here they come behind us. Deoxyribonucleic acid, right? Or however they want to enunciate the bullshit. Because they lying anyway. But understand that going inside that DNA is when you start getting to the chromosomes, the cells, and the helixes, the series. Also, they pointed out something major about the chromosomes, though, that they did point out that I want to highlight. When they spoke about how out of the 23 pairs, basically all 22 pairs of chromosomes look exactly the same, except for that very last pair. That's a fact, even in human beings. But they don't have chromosomes, they're called autosomes with them. But they do all look the same. And I want to highlight that amongst the gods and goddesses. Out of our pairs, right, our 33 pairs, 32 of them looks the same. And that very last one looks different. And that's the one they call the sex chromosome. Why? Because this is where they try to say we get the difference between us having a penis and goddesses having a vagina. But notice how they said that the goddess has 2 pair of X chromosomes. That's a fact because the black woman is God. She was first. Okay? I want to highlight that because they said it in the chromosomes when I pulled it up. She has 2 pairs of all the pairs of chromosomes that are inside us. They all look the same. Except for the very last pair between a god and a goddess. That very last pair, she has 2 X, he has an X and a Y. Why? Because we supposed to have 2 X's as well. But we don't. Because we came second, motherfucker. They created us, motherfucker. So, you know what I'm saying? By them creating us, this is why they have 2 X's. And we have a whole X and a half of X, because a Y ain't nothing but a half of X. A Y is an X, but it's missing one of the legs, so it becomes a Y. Because a little bit of those genetics are missing. See? That's why. That's the true reason why. The XY chromosome. Exactly. All right? The X chromosome was first. The divine feminine energy represents that X chromosome. That's why even when you get to the last pair, she has 2, and we have an X and a Y. Because we're supposed to have an X and an X, but we have an X and a half of X, which is called a Y. Okay? So, this is what makes her God. And then she created us and told us to create everything else, and we did that. And this is what makes us God. You see how that go? That's how that went. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to just point that out because they did say that. And so that you can understand that when I'm saying this from a genetic point of view. I'm talking genetics when I say that we are gods and goddesses. I'm not just saying it because it sounds good. I'm not just saying some shit just to say it. It's the D.E.A. It's the reason why we outrun y'all and all of that shit. You see it the most in athletics with the D.E.A. That's where you really see it. You know what I'm saying? But it's in a whole bunch of other areas too. It's just to stand out more athletically. So it'd be like, okay, you know? And then every now and then you'll get like a human being who kind of may have received a little bit of that and through the autosomes. And he might have ended up with a few extra autosomes, and you'll see him jumping a little higher than your average human being. But it'd be rare, though. But it happens, though. Like Mac McClung, Brent Berry. You know, you got them, the other white boy to be on. He like real famous online. He a human being. He be dunking. He in the dunkademics or some shit. Andrew Killigan or something with a K. But he be going crazy. Right? You get that sometimes. But that's because of the autosomes. And if they get more than 46, because it's 23 pairs. They end up with 46 total, but sometimes they might end up with like 50, 52, 55, 60, and then you'll see them a little more advanced physically because of that. You know what I'm saying? But that's all still genetics. That's all still DNA. You can't replace the autosome. An autosome is a synthetic version of a chromosome, just like um um the cell structure, the cellular structure in their double helix. If you look at theirs and you look at our triple helix, it's two completely different materials. It's two completely different materials. So when you notice those differences, this is how you're able to connect that back to your home planet of Sirius X. If you have DEA, you come from Sirius X, Xylanthia, right? That's where you get that from. And then you'll understand why we even have the X chromosome. Why is it even called an X chromosome? All that represents home base, Xylanthia. That's not just no X for no reason. It's not just an X for any reason. It's an X because it literally is shaped in the way our home planet, the X model of why it's called Xylanthia. You know, like, it gets deep. The X chromosome is literally shaped the way our home planet is shaped. It looks like a big ass X. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got the home center in the middle, and then you got both long city ways. And you got the middle, which is the capital of Xylanthia, and then you got, you know, you got beings living amongst each that way, north, east, southwest, but in the X though. You know what I'm saying? Like four corners, and then you got that in the middle. That's the X. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. This is all way deep. This is some cosmic shit that is way beyond me and you. You know what I'm saying? Like, your chromosomes, nigga, is literally designed the way our home planet is shaped. Yeah, that's why Under Armour tried to use it. Exactly. Literally, man. You know what I'm saying? Literally. You know what I'm saying? You talk about the shape of our home planet. X. That's in your chromosomes. That's in your chromosomes. Nigga. It's etched into. This is the true. This is onus. It's not. It's onus. It ain't in us. This shit ain't just started being said. That's an ancient saying. But the true meaning of its onus is not in us. It's that it's literally, I mean, it's in us, it's not on us. Is that, because I meant to say it's in us, not on us. But that whole saying, if it's in us, not on us, that's a more ancient saying than you could even think of. That shit goes back metaphysically. Your genetics is designed the way, you know what I'm saying? That's us. That's a DEA thing. That's a DEA thing. That's the DEA thing. Why we can meditate and tap in like that. Why we can do that type of stuff. Why we can use telepathy. Like, that's all DEA. You know what I'm saying? Why we can be so creative. That's all DEA. It's all DEA. That's all a cosmic thing. That's a galactic thing. And every being don't have that. You can be whatever you want to be, whenever you want to be it, wherever you want to be it. Only you can do that as a Anunnaki God. You know what I'm saying? As a Aboriginal being of Xylanthia. You know, as a creator of the cosmos. You feel me? Like, this is what you got to understand. So it was keeping that away from us, that led us to wanting to war with each other. That's why they had to make us war with each other. Y'all feel me? And I'm on the West Coast right now too, so it's only 10 o'clock my time. I know if you're on the East Coast, I'm normally checking in from the East Coast, but we on the West Coast, man. We was trying to do like a live lecture on the Grand Canyon, because, you know, the Grand Canyon, that's like the entrance to Africa. But when we got there, they had their snow machine on. It was storm, windy as fuck. So we're going to have to come back out here and do it again, but we ain't even get to do it. So, but yeah, I'm on the West Coast. So like, it's only 10 o'clock my time. You know, shout out to the West Coast. But if you watching me, normally I'm checking in from the East Coast. So right now it would be like, what, 1:11 maybe, East Coast time? Right. If you're on Central Time, it's maybe 11:11 or something like that. Or East Coast 12:12. It's 2 hour difference. Oh, okay. So it's a 2 hour difference. Okay. So East Coast two. Okay. Right. Cause yeah. I'm in Arizona right now. We in Arizona. Yeah, I'm in Arizona. So that's 2 hour difference from the East Coast. You feel me? But yeah, so you get what I'm saying? Like, Arizona, I came out here too because it's the 33rd parallel. If you know anything about the 33rd parallel, like, I just gave a lecture on it. That's why we came to Arizona. We was gonna do a lecture and all that. They turned their weather machine on. Though I was, I mean, don't get me wrong. We still made the sun come out though. But it was just like, man, listen, I'm not gonna stand here and do all this energy fighting with them. You feel me? Y'all can have it. I'm double back. Feel me? I got other shit to get energy to. I ain't finna be sitting here. You know, that's just what that was. But yeah, like um, we did make the sun come out though and made the snow stop while we was. That was just the other day. I put it in my Instagram story. That's how I was able to get that. But right after we took the focus off, stopping the snow, that shit started right back. I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But so I just want to come to y'all this evening, man. You know, I'm reporting live from Arizona right now, 33rd parallel, and I just wanted y'all to understand the truth about deoxyetheric acid from D.N.A. This is what makes you. This is separates the humans from the gods. When you got D.E.A, you are immortal. You can never die. Your soul and spirit will enter other realities, but you are energy. You can never die when you have D.E.A. You never will die. You was never born. You will never die. If you have D.N.A, you do leave this life. You see what I'm saying? You do leave this life. So that whole one life to live shit is true when it comes to you having D.N.A. But that ideology, the religion, was forced upon the gods, right? Who forced that ideology on us? Religion. You only live once, that was religion. You got one life to live, that was religion. Before religion, that energy was never projected onto our planet. Y'all get what I'm saying? So I didn't make this live to be racist. I ain't make this live to hurt nobody's feelings. I made this live to give an esoteric lecture about something that's invaluable. People need to know this. We need to know this. It's a genetic difference, and that genetic connects you to the cosmos. This is what makes you a god, goddess. All of that. That has to be understood. You feel me? Like I say, you can't like put in, look up D.E.A. You can't look that shit up. They ain't going. You feel they not finna tell you none of that. We all one human race. Let them tell it. You know what I'm saying? The whole way they break down the medical field is a lie. That's a lie. The whole way they break down the medical field. Like I say, it's all these trees out here, especially you come to Arizona, New Mexico, where you see so many trees on the West Coast in the USA. All the old ancient trees, so many of them. You be riding by them. You feel me? Especially when you know they trees. Shit, if you want to be honest, smack dead in the center of LA is one big ass tree. Hollywood, the Hollywood sign is on a fucking ancient tree. What are you talking about? Right there in the motherfucking face. Niggas ain't looking at that shit. Niggas riding all around Cali all day looking at everything else. It's a whole giant tree smack dead in the center of LA, and it literally says Hollywood on it. Literally. Why they got the Hollywood sign on that tree? Harvesting all the energy out the tree. Why is the Grand Canyon a tourist attraction? Harvesting the energy out the Grand Canyon and what it really lead to. You know? Let him who has eyes see clearly. You feel me? You know? Because they can't let you know that Arizona is the entrance to Africa. They can't let you know that. They can't let you know that. You know what I'm saying? They can't let you know that type of stuff. Because you have D.E.A. And they have D.N.A. And they can't let it be a difference. They can't let that be known. So it's cooler to lie and make all these aboriginal beings, cosmic creators, believe that they are nothing but mere human beings who started all in Africa with just a bowl of fruit on their head. Savages, barbarians, rascals. And then we came and civilized them. Yeah, I mean, that's our history that we were told. We don't know shit about nothing outside of. We didn't even know it was life outside of Earth. Now we in here today talking about what we doing on other planets and what goes on in other dimensions and galaxies and how that's a real thing. Yes, it's a real thing. There's more life out here than you could ever dream of. There's more life out here than you could ever dream of. You hear me? Even when people see giant snakes, they don't be lying, man. When I hear the stories, like I said one earlier, somebody reported seeing a snake like 125 feet, and people was in the comments. I was just reading the comments, thinking the person lying. And I'm like, so a 125-foot snake is big to you? Yeah, that's big to us. But if you understand what we come from, snakes got way bigger than that. Our animals got way bigger than that. Why? Why was our animals getting so big? Maybe we was bigger than that, obviously. Obviously. Why the fuck the tree? So if a mountain is a tree stump, which it is, then how big you think we were? Actually, that makes sense. You be like, hold on, well, if the mountains are actually tree stumps, that means them trees was big as fuck. So how fucking big was us? Okay, well, if we had to be big enough to match up with them trees somehow, so that would make sense to why they find these big ass bones of us. It kind of makes it make sense. If you get you like, hold on, well, actually, that would make sense now. Oh, so when people do say they saw this giant bear, this giant snake, you hear a lot of giant snake stories, right? And they'll write that shit off to make you think it's not real, because if they let you know about anything giant, it's going to take you back to them states. You hear stories about megalodon, sharks that big. That ain't no fucking myth. Nigga, that's a real thing. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand how big we naturally are in our state without all the radiation poisoning. We different. We a different color. We vibrate at a way higher frequency, so we more powerful. If you remove all the radiation poisoning and all the spell work, all the sacred geometry, the whole shape of your house is designed to keep you shriveled up. Like a penis in the middle of a freezer, nigga. Like, what the fuck is a penis gonna do in the middle of a freezer? They gonna shrivel up. So if you put beings with D.E.A. and box them into a certain place, they're gonna shrivel up. You know what I'm saying? This is why they don't even let us go on all parts of the land. This is why they don't even let us go on all parts of the land. It's all about keeping us boxed in. Not just physically boxed in, but mentally too. Keeping your ass in. Soon as the story roll out, hey, we seen a giant snake in the Congo. They be on it there. Well, really, snakes only get about 30 to 40 foot big. And that's even huge. So we doubt it was really that big. They be quick because they can't let you that's all part of our ancient world. That's our ancient world. Big snakes, big ass sharks, big ass trees, a whole forest, us being big as shit, two big ass suns. All that come from the ancient world. So anything dealing with our ancient natural world, they gonna run you away from it. Nope, that's a lie. They ain't see no giant snake. And then when people niggas see Bigfoot all the time, nigga. That ain't nothing but a Neanderthal, because all the Neanderthals ain't fully get reverse engineered. Some of their ass got away. That's a fact. All of their ass, first off, they was wild as shit. So when we was trying to reverse engineer them, some of their ass was running away. That's a real life thing that took place. You don't think they was fucking? Yes, they ran away and they started fucking. And they ran away and they started fucking. And then we fell more frequency and they keep us boxed in. And then we look up today and we don't remember shit about how we really were. So now we walk around and you can roll out stories talking about Bigfoot. And nigga like, what the fuck is Bigfoot? Or nigga like, it don't exist. Or he ain't real. Because you don't remember that motherfucking it's Neanderthals, nigga, that got away. And they ran around and they did a lot of fucking. So now they had kids. And they kids had kids. Just like we kept having kids, nigga. You see what I'm saying? And now you see these motherfuckers running around here, and when somebody see them, oh, I saw Bigfoot. See what I'm saying? They ain't gonna be like that was a Neanderthal. Because now you have to talk about what the Neanderthals really were. See? And that is gonna bring you back to the ancient world. So we'll make up a new name for this nigga. We're going to call him Bigfoot. So if a nigga run across one of our friends or our elderlies or our homies, we gonna say, nigga, that was Bigfoot. You get what I'm saying? It just sounds more mythical, which makes it more easily not to believe, right? Because they tell you that a myth is something you're not supposed to believe. So you be like, Bigfoot. That completely erases the science of what the fuck that thing is. So now the science is gone because you done labeled him Bigfoot. See what I'm saying? Bigfoot. Nigga, that's a Neanderthal. Now, if we say Neanderthal, now we going somewhere. Now we be like, Neanderthal, yes. So they still exist? Yes. Now we can get to the science. You see? Which is going to lead you back to what you really are eventually, right? Because once you go down that hole, we can't let you go down that hole. We can't stop you from seeing them. But we got a name for it, Bigfoot. You gonna see these big ass trees that we cut down during the invasion. Niggas be like it was an invasion that took place, God. Yes, nigga, look around, nigga. Yes. But guess what? Of course you don't see no invasion because you think the mountains. See that how that work? You think the mountains. So you don't see no invasion. You where? Nigga, I see mountains, cities. But if your ass is tapped in and you know now that these are not mountains, what if I told you the mountains is really tree stumps? You like, damn, okay, who the fuck cut the trees down? Because that means we ain't got no trees left. And when you see this shit with a clear eye view, you see that like ain't no trees left. Ain't no forest here no more on planet Kai. It's gone. The invasion is all around you, nigga. Look at the Grand Canyon. What you think that is? Look at Lake Tahoe. What you think that is? Look at all your rivers. Why are they so dark? What you think that is? Look at lakes. You have lakes now. All because of this D.E.A. You have lakes now on your planet. But all the lakes ain't nothing but mass graves that were dug to hide the bodies of us, nigga. And then they flooded that grave with water and called it a Great Lake. There you go. There you have it. You looking for signs of the war. It's all around you. Bitch ass little boy. But you want to run around here play dumb. You want to run around here want to worry about everything else other than developing your higher self and remember who the fuck you is, nigga. You see what I'm saying? All your lakes. How you think they got there? How you think they got there? Oh, so you thought before they came it was lakes, huh? Nigga, it wasn't no lakes. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't no lakes. But guess what? Once they start warring with us and they was killing some of us, we got a whole lot of lakes now. All your downtown cities was giant trees, nigga. All of them. Every motherfucking major city that chose the location, it was for the downtown, it was a giant tree right there, nigga. And they built over the energy of the tree. Every city. So yes, downtown Chicago, it wasn't always all the buildings there. It was a huge ass tree right there at one point in time. Downtown LA, there go the motherfucking tree right there in LA. Shit, nigga can't miss it. The Hollywood sign. Now I want you to look past the Hollywood sign. I know you see the Hollywood sign, but look past it. What is the Hollywood sign attached to? A mountain. Well, mountain's not real. So now that we know mountain's not real, then mountains are actually tree stumps. The Hollywood sign is attached to a tree stump. In LA, it's right around the Hollywood sign. They could have put any part of California to make LA, but they chose that location right by that giant tree. I wonder why. Smoothie. For the smoothies in the back. Because there's always the smoothies in the back that want to challenge the real esoteric facts with some lies they was told by these oppressors. By these saltines. You see what I'm saying? You feel me? Downtown New York. Any city. And I kind of led to that in the 33rd parallel lecture I did. Shit right in your face. What you mean the invasion? It's all around you, nigga. Look. All I gotta get you to see, if I could just get you to see that nigga, them mountains is tree stumps. If you can really see that, the veil is broken, bro. Because from that point, you see everything. You see everything. Like, damn, and when you really get to looking at the mountain, you be like, oh shit. That shit do look like a tree that got cut down. And then you start scanning back, looking at the whole mountain range. You be like, oh, fuck, that's the tree. They cut it right there. Oh, shit, they cut that one right there. Oh, if they cut that one right, you can see where the tree was cut at, nigga. When you know that's the tree you looking at. And if you in Arizona, you fucking better know all these fucking trees out here in Arizona that's disguised as mountains. Boy, that shit stand out clear as day when you know that's the tree you looking at. And then think about how tall the tree was. You're like, oh shit, hold on now. I'm looking for evidence about all this shit Rashad Jamal be talking about how we fell in frequency and this was our planet and we was giants and we was blue, red, and green and you did blah, 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 bleed. Look at this big ass tree. This was a tree right here. And it's gone. First off, why they cut it? What the fuck they cut it with? And what they do with the rest of the tree? That's where your mind gonna go. And then when you start looking at how spaced out they are from each other, and if they was that big, you can see the forest. Because see, if you look at it as a mountain, you'll see one mountain range right here. And then way in the backdrop, you'll see another mountain range. But let's look deeper. Imagine that mountain range you're looking at was a big ass tree. So if it was a big ass tree, once the branches gonna cover out far as fuck. A tall ass tree, them branches gonna go damn near to a whole other state, nigga. Right? So now that would make sense why the mountain ranges be so spaced out from each other. But if you think about how big the tree was, they really not that far from each other. You see what I'm saying? You gotta think about like, damn, okay, how tall was this tree? And that, even though that mountain range is 20 miles away, if this tree was that fucking tall and the branches went that far out, it wouldn't have been that far away from that mountain range that seems 20 miles away. Oh, so now I can see the forest. Now I can see the forest. This is the forest. Look at that mountain range. Look at that mountain range. Look how far that one is from that one. Look how far that one is from that one. Then you shit, nigga, you go state to state. You go state to state, you're like, oh shit, I see it now. I see it. Now do you know why? Now you can see why we told you. We said, hey, it was so many trees on your planet at one time, and the trees were so big that, nigga, literally you could walk up a tree and walk from California to Canada. Now I want you to think about that. The trees were so big that a squirrel or you, because the trees were still bigger than us. We was big as fuck though, but the trees were still bigger than us. You or a squirrel, nigga, could walk up that tree and walk just on the branches from California to Canada and never hit the ground. So that means you could walk on the branches from California and be in Canada without ever having to come down that tree. That's how big these trees were. And you can see that clear as day if you could just understand that those are tree stumps, not mountains. It's easy to see. And why they lie? Because you got us full of D.E.A. They can't let us fucking know that. Shout out to L.A. Yeah, L.A. just showed us love. We was just in L.A. L.A. showed hella love. But yeah, they can't let y'all know that. I'm pointing shit out. Like I just said, I was just in L.A. Fucking tree in the middle of L.A. Right in the middle of L.A. So you still think I'm lying to you when I say this is what we are? This is who we are? When I'm telling y'all this shit, why do they be so mad at me? I can point this shit out to you. I ain't like I'm just telling you. You go look. You go look. You go look. You go look into the 33rd parallel. I pointed out, a lot of people didn't know that Emmett Till was a sacrifice on the 33rd parallel. I had to point that out too. All the slaves ever hung, all behind this D.E.A. And then they created the human race to destroy us because we have D.E.A. In removing the D.E.A., they want the D.N.A. to run everything. Satan and them did. But it'll never go that way. You see what I'm saying? You got to get on that level. You feel me? So you could really Then the story I'm telling you about this war, this big ass war we had that took place. Like, oh yeah, we warred and we did this and we did that. That shit make a whole lot more sense. I like to just start with the trees. I like to just start with the trees, you feel me? That make a lot more sense. Somebody said, what about volcanoes? I told you, volcanoes are the ashes. Volcanoes, hold on. I'm thirsty. I'm gonna answer what you asked me about volcanoes. Hold on. Now, volcanoes is a bit more complicated, right? I'm gonna try to get you to see what I'm saying. It might be a little harder for you to envision, but let's talk about it. So, the volcanoes are the ashes from the machines that were used to cut our trees down. Remember I said, hey, think about these trees, who cut them down and what they used to cut them down. I know what they used to cut them down, but I gotta walk y'all through this shit. You know what I'm saying? They use these big ass machines to cut our trees down. So, if you know anything about a machine, you ever worked on an assembly line, most machines that are used to like, how can I say it? Most machines where they might run like paper through, there's some, okay, imagine the little machines, the printers where you need to destroy paper, right? You take the paper and you put it through the shredder, right? It's called a paper shredder. And it lets out all the residue from what you shredded, right? And then all that residue is left and it goes into the trash can, okay? Now imagine a machine coming through cutting down all these trees. So when they cutting down these trees, try to imagine like a giant bulldozer. All the machines they got now, imagine them same machines, but much, much bigger. So if you can imagine a giant bulldozer and how it works, a lot of these machines like that, like the paper shredder is a good example. Imagine this machine coming, knocking this tree down. But as it's cutting through this tree, it's taking in residue from the tree as well, right? So all this residue that's picking up from the tree like a vacuum cleaner, while it's cutting the tree down, all this residue builds up into the back of the machine. And then what happens is once it's through cutting down that tree, all that residue that was built up, it dumps it out right behind it. So majority of your volcanoes is the residue from these trees that was cut down as they ran through these machines. Because they took the trees and they used it for resources. They ran it through a machine, almost like a paper shredder, and they drained it, certain resources out of it. And these resources that they drained out of our trees, they took back to other planets, okay? And what was left was the residue that was left at the back of the truck, right? Like the shredder. All that residue formed a hill. So most volcanoes is in some sort of a hill. Now, because the machinery that was used, right, used the energy source, notice what happens with a volcano. It's always a buildup of what they say lava, energy that's already down there that it built up and spills over. Right, because it's all the chemicals that was used from these machines. So when the ashes and shit was dumped, everything dumped down, a lot of the chemicals stayed in the soil. But because the earth is alive and it was rising regardless, it starts to build up, bubble up. And what happened is you'll see all the heat from all these minerals that was in the machine and the trees that was cut down. You'll see all that boil out and spill out. And when it come out, notice how it comes out. Because it's still alive. It's still alive. Remember, it was volcanoes ain't number trees that was cut down like the ashes. You get what I'm saying? So that's why when most volcanoes erupt, boom, what they do, they be on a mission. It be like it's alive. It be the volcanic eruption knows exactly what it wants to hit. You feel me? Anybody know anything about volcanoes and the way they erupt and the way they work? They unpredictable. That's why they unpredictable, because it's a spiritual source behind it. They cut down trees, you know what I'm saying? So most of your volcanoes is ashes that are left over from trees that were cut down. Now, all the trees they cut down didn't leave ashes like that, but some did. What that water at? But some did. And this is where your volcanoes come from. But guess what? If you can't see past the initial part that the mountains are tree stumps, how the hell you gonna see what I'm telling you about the volcano? But guess what? This all is based around the D.E.A. This is the hidden genetics that they are hiding about us. Because this opens up the whole story to us. This is why they can't tell us this shit about the trees or any of that. It all leads back to the D.E.A. and D.N.A. And that's going to be the difference every single time. It's going to come back down to D.E.A. and D.N.A. every single time. Even my locks, y'all like, oh, God, your locks get long. Yeah, because I'm getting all that photon energy. All that photon energy, and I'm vibrating at a high level. Yeah, I have certain thoughts that attack me, things that bother me, that attack me through the matrix like we all do, but my overall intended energy is on the highest frequency. So when I'm sitting here channeling with y'all and we vibrating, you feel that. But at the same time, that also plays a level with my ether and how it grows out. A lot of y'all hit me up, hey, your ether this and your ether grow fast, this and that, da, da, da. But that's why though, you know what I'm saying? Because it's me understanding that, hey, I understand this is my planet. I understand my connection to the sun. So I'm going to channel that energy differently than a person that don't fully understand that. I'm going to be able to soak up I'm going to be able to use every resource on the planet better than the average person could that don't understand who and what they are. So this is why I sit here and I go through these conversations and we go through these lectures so that we can know who we are so we can move on that level. Even down to crystals. You can't really fully pull the energy out of crystals if you don't fully know what they are, how they operate, and who created them and why they were created. And you know what I'm saying? That's why we need to know all this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? It plays the part with everything around us. But the D.N.A. versus the D.E.A., that's a real thing. That's two different things. And if you start going into that part of you, they're going to have to talk more about the same shit I tell y'all. So you will be like, oh, damn, he wasn't lying. What? I'm going to lie. I'm going to tell you what you is. I'm happy to tell y'all we gods and goddesses because they told us we wasn't shit. You feel me? So I'm going to be more excited to tell you anyway. Of course, they ain't going to want to tell you this shit because they like... We took the planet from them. They don't know that. We got them right here. Even though the planet coming back to them, we gonna make it a fight. Shit, we ain't gonna let them know nothing without a fight. Y'all know how it go. But with that being said, man, I'm finna finish enjoying this vacation, man. If I'm gonna be on the website this week. If I'm not on the website this week, that's because I'm still on the road. So everybody that's in the university right now, I'm letting y'all know now. If we don't do no lectures this week, that's because I'm still on the road. You feel me? But peace to the guys and goddesses of Planet Kai. I will tell y'all, if you haven't joined the website, come join the website. There's a lot of lectures on there, a lot of information. I hope this lecture was able to help you understand a little more about why we are Anunnaki gods and goddesses and the difference between the god species and the human being species. It's not a racist perspective. It's an esoteric thing. It's a metaphysical thing. Biologically, we're different. And that's okay. But we can't walk around and pretend that we are who we not. And vice versa. You know what I'm saying? We not y'all and y'all not us. But we can work together against the greater common enemy right now. If you're a high vibrational human being, that's just real over rich, man. You feel me? But our people, this is more for my people, for us to know what we are, the blacks and so-called Latinos and so-called black people. Like, no, this is why, because I pointed out the 9 series and the chromosomes and our connection to the universe and the deoxyetheric acid and the realm and the... So when I'm telling you this, I'm not saying this just to make you feel better. I'm saying this because this is what we really are. This is what it really is. All right? But I love y'all. I'll see y'all again. You know, we on here next Sunday for sure. But far as for most people that follow me on Instagram at @IM_Rashad Jamal, 1_. Follow me there. Also join the website, www.theuci.online. In that last video we posted what we gave back to the homeless just to pass the good energy out. My vlogger made a mistake of put theucionline.com. He didn't mean to do that. You know, we should players fuck up too. Players fuck up too. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, subscribe to the website, www.theuci.online. Get on there, check out the videos. There's gonna be more lectures getting posted. Um, just to be safe because the subscribers going up on this channel, but we also understand the more people you all come to subscribe to this type of information, the more they get to feeling a little way. So we just want to stay on our toes. All these lectures that I give on YouTube, they are backed up and they will be on my website. So if they ever try to take my YouTube channel or anything for telling y'all this, definitely then you're gonna have to come to the website. And all these lectures that we've ever did, they're gonna be on there too. So but we got a lot more information coming out. Yeah, the album out, but that's just one way of us to affect the frequency. Now that the album is out, we going to keep pushing high frequency things off the album and pushing that out there, yeah. But we still going to stay on top of teaching through the lectures as well. We teaching both ways, through the music, through the lectures. Toward the end of this man-made year, we'll be putting a book out there, children's book and all of that, because the books is going to get a whole lot deeper. I can say more. I feel like sometimes I get on here, we get cut off in the middle of a lecture. So I'm kind of like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Trying to just see where they let us go with it. I'm blocked on Instagram again. I'm blocked. They stay taking my live. I got on there, they took my live. So if everybody that follow me on Instagram, I won't be live on that main page, but I will be on the UCI Online page. So if you're looking for me, you wonder why I ain't been live on Instagram, it's because they took the live again, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So you know how they do. Y'all know, man. They always taking the live. As far as TikTok, I'm not going to make a TikTok, but shout out to everybody that watch these YouTube. What I want y'all to do me a favor. If you're not in the university, actually subscribe to the university. If you haven't subscribed and you a Blue Crystal baby, I know y'all on TikTok. Keep sharing the fuck out these messages because y'all be chopping it up, making videos, put music behind it. And these messages is reaching a lot of people because of TikTok too. TikTok and YouTube. So, man, I just want y'all to keep spreading the message. At least do that much for me, please. Right? Please. Just keep spreading the message, all right? Via TikTok. I like how y'all over there doing y'all thing over there. You feel me? Keep spreading this shit on TikTok, man. About who we are, what we are. Spread it, tag it all on Instagram, all of that. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if I see it. You can tag me in it. If I see it, I'll share it. But just sharing it, it gets it out there. You know what I'm saying? It gets it out there. The more it's getting out there, the more it's rotating. We know who we are. The more power we gather amongst ourselves. Also, I was supposed to have an album release party before I get off here. February 22nd. It ended up getting canceled because of some hot sauce 19 restrictions. We wasn't going for that. But as an update, we got the same spot. We was able to talk to the owner, so we got everything in order. Look, y'all make sure y'all go on the website. Come rock with me down here, April 22nd. I'm saying now on YouTube. I'm gonna be on Instagram with it, but I'm saying it right here on YouTube. April 22nd. Come check me out down in Atlanta, Georgia. It's going to be called Rashad Jamal Live. I will be giving a live lecture, my first live lecture ever for 1 hour. You feel me? We're going to vibe for an hour, children. That last hour, I'm going to perform my album, you feel me, with this high frequency. So definitely, y'all can rock with us. Somebody fly me out. Y'all can rock with us. April 22nd, Rashad Jamal Live. For those who missed the Cosmic Reunion on the 22nd, it was beautiful down here. For those who missed the one in October, it was beautiful in October. It was beautiful in February. We're going to do the same thing in April, but we're going to be inside a venue. But in the venue, it's going to be us. So although we at a venue, I'm letting y'all know now because I'm going to get off here. But I'm letting y'all know, although we at a venue, it's going to be us. So if you want to come out, come to Atlanta, have a great time, gather with other gods and goddesses, network, get amongst us, the tribe, come out. Even though we're inside a venue, you have to remember, this is Rashad Jamal Live, not Lil Uzi Vert Live, not motherfucking, not Dirk Live. Nigga, we ain't in there. We ain't finna be gang banging. We ain't finna be shooting with each other. We ain't finna be getting drunk, fighting each other. None of that old radical shit that makes us look like the low vibrational beings they want us to be. We not on that. This is Rashad Jamal Live. Because the first thing a motherfucker think is, damn, God said they at a venue. Yes, we are inside a venue because we want to have a stage where I'm going to give an actual live lecture. We finna start taking this shit live. We ain't just staying on the internet with it. We out here amongst the people, nigga. We out here with the people. We ain't just on the internet. So we're going to start getting more out here with the people, nigga. You feel me? Period. So all I'm saying, Rashad Jamal Live, that's what I'm calling it. You feel me? Lil Tat, this Rashad Jamal Live, not Dirk, not Moneybag Yo, not ESTG, you know what I'm saying? This ain't motherfucking, this ain't Lil Uzi. This ain't none of that. This ain't YG. You feel me? Like, so you ain't got to worry about pulling up and it ain't gonna be moving around. We ain't moving like that. We still moving high frequency. It's just we want a venue where we can gather amongst ourselves and move with class. We're moving with class, right? We moving with class. I'm for real. We gonna do our thing, pop out. It's only gonna be 300 people that can come in there. People already been getting tickets because it's a venue, so you got to get tickets. But hit the website. People grabbing tickets already. You know what I'm saying? The event damn near getting sold out. But this don't get done, y'all. Most people that give live lectures, they give live lectures like Farrakhan, TD Jakes, people that's in my lane, and that's that. Most people that make music, they rap. Jay-Z and J. Cole, Kendrick, that's in my lane with the music. They make their records, they rap, perform it, and that's that. Well, Rashad Jamal, Divine Insight, we doing both, nigga. We going live lecturing for an hour. You hear me? So we gonna Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X you, motherfucking Farrakhan you, motherfucking goddamn it, all that for an hour. Then we vibing for an hour, you feel me? Then we coming back and we gonna Jay-Z you, Kendrick Lamar you for an hour, you feel me? You can't beat that. You can't, you feel me? You can't, you know what I'm saying? Plus we vibing amongst each other. Now that's just some real shit. That's like, damn, I'm finna pull up, get a lecture for an hour, and I'm finna get hit with some real high frequency vibes. You hear me? And then look, if you a god, you know it ain't nothing but the real goddesses rock with me. So you know it's gonna be the goddess is gonna be in there. You might need you a beautiful goddess, you know, and y'all on the same vibe. See, when you come vibe with us, you can meet your wife or your husband coming to a Rashad Jamal event. I'm just being real because I want that. Like, I know that most of the guys that's in here, y'all vibing high. So why wouldn't I want a goddess to come out and meet one of y'all? If I'm not gonna play matchmaker, but that's how I think. Like, damn, we throw these reunions and we get together. You know how many single it's some beautiful high vibrating goddesses out here that's single because most of these niggas vibrating low. We need tribes out here. We need more kids and not just motherfucking kids being had. And we don't need more baby daddies and more baby mamas. We need more families, nigga. So if I'm high vibrational, I'm only fucking with some high vibrational. So if the gods pull up, the goddess already know, like, okay, I'm not looking for no husband, but if I do decide to talk to a God out here, he gonna be vibrating high because he out here fucking with the God. Okay, God pull up, it's the same thing. Like, yeah, I see the goddesses be fucking with God, man, because you know the goddesses fuck with me hard. I fuck the goddesses heavy. All the beautiful goddesses, you know what I'm saying? You might be like, well, I know, the least I know is this, you know. At least she ain't gonna be some ratchet thought. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't no ratchet thoughts coming to no Rashad Jamal events. I'm just being real with you. They not pulling up. I'm for real. Don't even look for them. If you see a goddess out there amongst us, she's a real goddess. Facts. Now, some of them can be wishy-washy. You know, you got your wishy-washy ones, but no. Like, I take pride. Like, I don't like to use the word pride, but I love the fact that the goddesses that rock with me and rock with the university and come out, whether they come out and support or not, but just in the university in general, most of them high vibrational. Same thing with the gods in here. So, yes, you could come in here and meet the love of your life in this motherfucker. So all I'm saying is April 22nd, anything is possible. You feel me? You might come just looking to listen to Rashad Jamal lecture live and hear the music live, and you might fuck around, leave with your Mr. Daddy-O for the rest of your life. You feel me? You might come you know, might mess around, leave with your Mr. Daddy-O. You feel me? You might come in as a guy, like, I'm just going to vibe with God and see what it do. And you might leave with your Mrs. Take you home, Mrs. Introduce her to moms. You feel me? I'm just being real over it, y'all. Y'all know I gotta keep before we get off here. We not getting off here like that. We not getting off here like that, and we ain't getting to it. You feel me? We ain't getting off here like that. All I'm saying, goddess come out, you might meet your Mr. Daddy-O. Gods come out, you might meet your Mrs. I have to introduce you to moms. Mrs. I have to introduce you to moms. You know, you might meet her there. It's a high probability. You fucking with me in my events, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to meet nobody. But if you do meet somebody, great friendships be getting forged at these events. No lie. I be looking up, motherfuckers be hitting each other, don't even hit me no more. I be like, damn. I threw the party. Y'all mad through me. Y'all don't even fuck with me no more. You know what I'm saying? I get on motherfuckers' Instagram accounts and shit. They live with each other and shit now. Damn. You know, but that's the beautiful thing about us gathering, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just keep it real. Like, y'all met through me. Y'all don't even be hitting me up, though. You know what I'm saying? Niggas linking up in their own cities now. But like, damn, what? You see what I'm saying? So all I'm saying, man, April 22nd, 4/22/22. Mark your calendars, is going down. You hear me? Divine Insight will be live at Door 54, Atlanta, Georgia, 33rd parallel. Respectfully, thank you. Feel free to come out, bring a friend who might want to bring a friend. Long as you're vibrating high, you're good with us. You hear me? Good, you're good with us. You hear me? You want to come to the event, come out. We got more cosmic reunions coming up too. You feel me? And we finna go on the road. This summer, we going city to city. We going to 9 distinct cities. So I'm gonna need y'all to go on. I'm gonna put up a post on the community page. Let me know if y'all think we should come to y'all city and give a live lecture. You feel me? We taking the show on the road. You hear me? We taking the show on the road, y'all. We gotta go on the road because I feel like motherfuckers don't be feeling me through this phone like that. I gotta get us some. I wanna look at some eyes. I wanna look y'all in y'all motherfucking eyes out there. I wanna be right in front of y'all, live on the stage, looking y'all in y'all eyes. When I ain't got my shirt on and I'm live and I'm telling these information passion, then you know I can really get. Because I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm starting to get too passionate for the internet. I never thought it would be like that, but it's like I can't even get too loud. They want to cut the live. Like, damn, y'all want me to be why I can't open my throat chakra to its max capacity. You know, now I gotta be all quiet online. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, I'm gonna have to start going. I'm gonna have to start pulling up. I gotta let it out. Yo, you loyalty king, you feel me? I gotta get it out of me. I can't. They fucking with the way I get it out of me now. You know what I'm saying? Want me to be all nice and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, fuck all that. You feel me, y'all? Fuck all, yes, the tour. We going city to city with this God talk. You feel me? We ain't got nothing for you but some God talk. So, you hear me? That's real. I'm glad today we talked about D.N.A, D.E.A, but now, see, if I gave this lecture about D.E.A versus D.N.A live, it's a whole bunch of similes, nouns, pronouns, verbs, adjectives that I would be using to describe motherfuckers. You feel me? But, you know, I get it. You know, it's like once you pass 50,000 followers and shit, I mean, subscribers on YouTube, they start getting extra tight. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They get extra tight. So me, I'm like, okay, I got to find I'm going to still be, of course, me. Y'all know that. But what I'm saying is, I got to kind of like phrase it in a way so that where it's like everybody that's coming to get these lectures can get these lectures because everybody ain't on the website. You feel me? So we got to, you know how I get. You know how it get. But y'all know how I get. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like right now, today was a good lecture. You know, I kept it nice and fuck them. I still kept it fuck them and still fuck the whole system. You better know that. But I'm balancing out when to be like that. You know what I'm saying? Every lecture I don't need the You see what I'm saying? I ain't gotta do that every lecture. Every lecture I ain't gotta. You feel me? Some lectures I could just still get it out. I think I'll be feeling like I'm not getting through out there because I'm talking to a phone. You gotta feel me at a point. I'm talking to a fucking phone. So even though I see y'all, it's like, do they hear me? Do they hear me though? Like this hour shit? That's why I be like that, because I'm talking through a phone. I don't feel heard. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel heard all the time. We're just gonna be real with y'all. But we will continue to come here every Sunday, and we will continue to be cordial, colored, concerned citizens. Some lectures, I'm not gonna turn my fuck 'em all the way down, but I will promise you this: I will work on myself to try to be so not fuck 'em all the time. For the whole, y'all. It's for y'all. It's for y'all. It's for y'all. Because really, I don't want them to take this motherfucker, the channel. You see what I'm saying? They just got at me about the last lecture. Like, you was You talking about you or him and he who they fear. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, nigga, he who they fear. Y'all bitch ass wanna lie about a nigga on Fox. You hear me? Yes, he who they motherfucking fear, nigga. But I'll try to keep my fucking ball down to the minuscule proportions that we can get it to. That's all I can promise y'all. I can't promise y'all that y'all might not get on here one live, nigga, and I'm on top of the table with just my drawers on, nigga, with two samurai swords, nigga. You hear me? Cause just going off about this, about what they did to us. Cause see, it's different. I be channeling warrior, real divine elemental warriors in the planet when I be coming like that. You gotta understand what I'm on, though. I mean, cause they gonna hear me. You see what I'm saying? If I feel a certain way, if you make your, let me tell you something about having this D.E.A too. If you could get yourself to feel the way you want, if you want to manifest something, just get yourself to feel that way. If you can get yourself to feel that way, and see, I know if I could just match that feeling that certain ancestors feel, you know what I'm saying? Because they cast energy higher than ours. I'm gonna be real with you. And if you can match that, it's like you summon that energy onto the planet. You know what I'm saying? You summon that energy, you know? You could summon shit. I be summoning shit. You gotta understand the math behind it. And they know I be summoning shit, so they wanna, oh, you know, don't say it like that. Don't say it that aggressive. Don't be that don't be that passionate about it. You know, you shouldn't really, you know, you don't have to have your shirt off. Cause see, if I got my shirt off, I'm channeling that energy even more. Cause ain't no cloth for me. I ain't restricted. So I'm just all diabolical spiritual assassin. You hear me? Locks in carbon, nigga. That's why I like to not have my shirt on. You see what I'm saying? But when I'm like this, they like this a little more. You see what I'm saying? I just got my shirt on because I feel like this right now. You know, I come out this bitch quick. Feel me? They ain't running shit. They ain't say put shit on. You see what I'm saying? I put my shit on how I like. I'm just saying though, if I'm like this, you see how it's less threatening though. It's not as tribal though. It's less threatening though. Honestly, like me being like, yeah, nigga, yeah. And me taking my shirt off, and then they seeing my muscles flex while I'm saying it. They seeing that energy run through my veins. They seeing it. That's threatening. They get intimidated. They can't stand to see black gods shirts off. Did y'all know that gods? Boy, if y'all want to piss the police off, try it one day. 10 random guys stand on the corner with y'all shirt off, boy, they gonna pull up and say y'all ass violent as hell. Y'all ain't even did nothing. They gonna like, you're violent. I'm telling you, try it. When they see us anytime we letting our skin out into the atmosphere, it's threatening to them. They know we never wore no cloth. That shit threatening. It's like they see Shaka Zulu all over again. Nigga, that's how I be making it feel like Shaka Zulu back on the planet. They be. He has his shirt off. His thousands listening. He has swords. He has bow and arrows. Oh, yeah, boy. What you talking about, boy? I just came with one of them. Would you hold on, boy? What y'all? Hold on, boy. Listen, man. Let me show y'all a little something, man. Show y'all a little something. Show y'all a little something. So look, right? They don't like to see us in this type of state. Now look, right? See this? Ooh. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. It's my baby. Feel me? It's my baby. See, when they see you coming like this, you feel me? Yeah. When they see you coming like this, they like, oh, this nigga's trying to tap into nature around this motherfucker. Yeah. Got nature in this. Well, this ain't no, you ain't gonna find this in no store, boy. You gotta be tapped in with the natives. I had to, didn't I, babe?
Yes, you did.
We had to go to the natives, nigga. You hear me, nigga? We had to go tap in with the real natives. You hear me? You ain't getting this in no store, boy. You gotta be one of them. You gotta be, whoo, you don't even see the real life medicine pouches, boy. Real life, real everything. Leather is real, boy. Elk, you know, one with the animals, certain sacrifice. If you know about magic, you're gonna understand why certain animals be, yeah. So you ain't gotta do all that on live though, but you know what these feathers mean if you know about real life. You know what I'm saying? Look at that, boy. Yeah. So yeah, when they see you coming like this, you feel me? They like, hold on, what he on? How he coming? You know how we coming. We back in nature with it. That's how we coming, boy. What you talking about? Yeah. Yes, sir. Let this be a game to you if you want to. You see them feathers, boy, coming like Shaka. You hear me? Coming like Shaka. You hear me? Zulu. Big Z's, nigga. Real. It's really beautiful, man. That's a beautiful. You gotta see it to appreciate that right there, man. It's beautiful. You ain't gonna get that everywhere. You hear me? That's a real life relic. All that's real leather, real feathers, real boy, everything. You hear me? Yeah, I had to go. I had to go into, I can't tell y'all where we went, but just know it wasn't nowhere close. You hear me? I had to go out there. I put up to one of those. Y'all hear me? If you tapped in, you seen what was on them joints. You seen the feathers. You seen the, like, oh, hold on. That ain't one of them motherfucking, God got one of them joints. Yeah. And if you understand magic, you know the purpose of feathers when you see feathers on what they got. Like all the tribes, notice they was always wearing feathers. Yeah, you understand what the feathers mean if you know about, you know what I'm saying? Magic and you know how it applies to that and certain sacrifices having to be made, you know what I'm saying? When you doing certain things and you calling on certain protection and certain energies because we all connected. So, you know what I'm saying? Like that's elk. You see the handle, that's elk, a real elks. You know what I'm saying? And elks, remember that like from a native point of view, if we did sacrifice an animal, it was for a greater cause. You know, it was never like we just killing no animals to eat them. So, you know what I'm saying? It was getting permission from the spirit realm, the actual animal itself to do the energetic transfer, because that's what it is, the energetic transfer. You know, they get deep, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think I'm gonna give a lecture on that. You know, we need to know why did all the tribes wear a lot of feathers in their head? Notice all the tribes, even if you want to talk about the Zulus or the Dogon or any tribe, right? You're gonna notice they always ended up with a lot of feathers and stuff, but I'm gonna do a lecture on that. Don't explain what that's all about. Very, very deep. Very, very deep. It's very, very powerful. It ain't nothing like they ain't just had no feathers in their hair or just have feathers for no reason. It's like the other day I seen on a YouTube video when I posted the homeless giveaway, I had a feather in my locks. And somebody paid attention because somebody commented like, I like that feather in his locks. But you're not even knowing what that feather mean though. It has a true deep meaning. You know what I'm saying? Real, real deep meaning, real deep stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, Yeah, somebody said the natives are the true. Yeah, definitely. I had to go sit with the natives. You know, the natives is us, though. You see what I'm saying? The natives is us, though. You see what I'm saying? The real natives. And they know that, though. Even when I got that from them, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was talking to her. She was like, yeah, I know. She like, I know that black people are the real indigenous ones to this land and all that. But she was a native, though. She was native, though. You know what I'm saying? Um, she was real deep, too. Powerful spirit on her. But yeah, so anyway, like I say, that was my lecture that I wanted to give y'all about DEA and D.N.A. And because of that DEA, it allows you to do certain things that others can't do. So this is why getting in tune with nature is a powerful thing. It's your plug. It's your socket. It's like charging your phone up. Somebody said, "Okay, Crazy Horse." I do got a Crazy Horse vibe off her too, because when she gave it to me, I'm like, boy, I'm like, I bet you I'm like, you know how like the ancestors be with you, they be giving you little gems along your journey. That's how I felt when I got this bow and arrow. I'm like, boy, I probably could knock a fly off a deer's ass at 1,300 yards on a rainy day with that bow and arrow. And you'll never know, but you know, like you get gifts given to you. I'm glad somebody brought up Crazy Horse real quick. Let me talk about him because Crazy Horse was giving these crystals and giving these little things. You know what I'm saying? And they don't call them crystals. They say he was. Y'all laughing at me for real. For real, boy. I feel like I will knock a fly off a deer's ass at 1,300 yards on a rainy day with 3% visibility. What is you talking about? Like, but yeah, the Crazy Horse went to somebody and they gave him these little rocks, but the rocks was really crystals. It was obsidians and tourmalines and shit like that. So basically, the way they used the stones, Crazy Horse never could get shot. He never a bullet could penetrate him. None of that. And no lie, when I seen it, it called me, y'all. It called me, and I was like, "Well, that's real elk, boy." I'm like, boy, I probably, this probably my assassin's weapon they gave me. Cause I sure wasn't even looking for it. It just called me. I'm like, yeah. Like, I'm telling you, boy, I'm gonna fuck around and, well, I probably shoot the arrows and they probably come back to me. I'm talking about that's how I'm vibrating, y'all. I probably shoot this thing like, doo. Arrows, fuck him up, and come right back to me. I'm gonna catch that bitch. Put it back here. What you talking about? My lock's gonna keep getting longer too. Nigga, get y'all on, boy. Nigga, weapon of choice. Fuck you mean? I'm coming like Robin. Oh, for real. Coming like Robin Hood, nigga. I'll tell you. But yeah. No lie though, I feel a real spiritual connection to it though. Like I used it in a past life or something. I probably did. I'm telling you, you hear me? I'm trying to tell you. You know how it be. You know how it be in the superhero movies. The superhero don't even know what they really do. He get it like what I'm gonna do with this? Next thing you know, they be ching ching ching. Now he can call all the Transformers. You know, damn, I can control the Transformers with this. That's how I felt. Cause I'm like that. Why is it calling me like that? I'm like, let me just go with the flow. Let me just go with the flow. I'm trying to tell you, cause I'm like, that bitch gonna start glowing in a minute. That bitch, I'm gonna be like, that bitch just gonna come to me. I'm gonna be like, that bitch come right to my hand like Thor. I'm gonna be like, all I knew it was something. I knew it was something. You hear me? It wouldn't let me leave without it. You feel me? On some Aladdin shit. You know how the carpet did Aladdin? It wouldn't let Aladdin leave out the store without him. Come to find out the carpet was alive the whole time, the magical carpet. That's how I'm telling you, something special with that airboy. I'm telling you, even the way it just look, I'll be like, it's something magical with that. I'm trying to tell y'all, I'm telling you, man, I feel it's an energy on it. I don't know what it's gonna do, because I ain't gonna be on here lying to y'all, but I'm trying to tell you, I'm gonna come out the room one day, that bitch gonna just start glowing or something. I'm like, let me just go ahead and get it. You feel me? The ancestors said, get it. Let me go ahead and get it. It got my energy on it. I feel like I can't miss already. Wow, fuck Ukraine up right now with that bow and arrow. That's how I feel, nigga. I'll fuck Ukraine and Russia up. That bitch. You hear me soon? Let that bitch go. They one arrow destroyed several tanks in Russia and Ukraine today. We don't know where it came from. Telling you, it's some X-Men shit going on with that arrow. I'm letting y'all know right now. I'm telling y'all gonna look up. Hold on, God flying with that motherfucking everything. Next Cosmic Family Reunion, nigga gonna be looking for me to pull up in the car. I'm coming out the sky on the arrow, nigga. I'm coming clean out the sky on that motherfucker, nigga. Like God, I told y'all on YouTube that day, y'all thought I was lying. You hear me? Y'all thought I was lying because I was smiling. You feel me? I'm trying to tell y'all where I went to get the arrow at. I kind of feel like, no lie. Y'all know who I feel like? I feel like Luke Skywalker when he went and sat down with Master Yoda, like, because when he first went and sat down with Yoda for the first time, Yoda was getting so deep on him, like, talking about the Force and the Ashe and shit, right? Luke ain't know what he was talking about. He told Luke, man, you could pick up the shit with your mind. Luke, like, no, I can't. Like, that's exactly why it isn't happening. He's like, because you don't believe. Right? That's how I felt like I went in there just to use the bathroom, and then the arrow, bow and arrow called me, and I started talking to the goddess about it. And she got to give me all this history and shit on the area. And she got to get deep. I got the feeling like Luke Skywalker. I damn, because you know his real name is Anakin. You hear me? I got the feeling like Anakin. You hear me? I gotta get that. She was coming like Yoda too. She was deep, 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 deep. I'm like, yeah, I can't leave out of here without that. You coming back to the A with us, nigga. I don't care what's going on. I know about energy. You trying to tell me something. I'm telling you, because, like, she got to just talking deep about the mountains. We was in New Mexico. I'm going to let y'all know I got it from New Mexico. I ain't going to say where, though, but just know I was in New Mexico, nigga. We was talking about the mountains, nigga. She was getting deep. I'm like, oh, yeah. I got the feeling like Anakin. Yeah, let me get that off your hands right now. You know what I'm saying? Because why is you holding this conversation with me? Because she shows like she senses my energy. Because she was like, I don't normally talk like this with everybody, but I'm like, oh, okay. I see what it is. Yeah. That's so cozy. He at me. Look, God, grab that. Feel me? You know what we on? You know, we front line. You know, I know I'm on the front line and this shit. So I'm like, yeah, you know what? You right. Let me get that off your hands. She like, yeah, I got the fella like Anakin Skywalker. Okay, I see what's going on. Cause I sure wasn't looking. And that's how y'all gotta know too. Y'all gotta trust. Y'all had to trust the universe. Like, it will send you through situations and through people and through things. And if you're not aware, you will miss that. Like, somebody else probably would have missed that. They wouldn't even got that boy that road. They probably would have, like, it would have called them. And then they would have been like, and not listening to the universe, and you know what I'm saying? But when they called me, I stopped and I started looking at it, and then that led her to talking to me about the area, which let me deep. I'm like, say less. I already know what's going on. Y'all want me to fuck some shit up with this bow and arrow. I got y'all. Say less. That's all you had to say. You ain't got to tell me much. Just, they want me to fuck something up with this bow and arrow. Yeah, you know what I meant, Rogue Low. Anakin was Luke's dad, but I got the feeling like Anakin though, goddammit. You hear me? I got the feeling like him, goddammit. You hear me? And Luke, you feel me? But like, no, for real, like, it just called me. It caught my soul, y'all. I'm like, yeah, let me, you know what I'm saying? Y'all want me to clearly, if it's calling me, that means y'all want me to clearly fuck some shit up with it. So let me go, let me put myself in position to help hand out these cosmic ass whippings. That's how I looked at it. Like, shit, ain't no other reason. Ain't nothing else in here calling me. And it is a form of a weapon. It's weaponry, goddammit. So, hey, clearly y'all need me to have it. You know what I'm saying? No lie. I don't feel like I can miss with it. And I ain't even used it yet, but when I do use it, because I'm going to use it, I'm definitely going to be practicing with it. I don't think I'll ever miss with that. I'm just gonna be real with y'all. It just feel right. You know what I'm saying? And can y'all believe? No lie. I gotta keep it real with y'all. I've never had a bow and arrow before. As a kid, I did. I've always loved them though. But the way it called me, yeah. I gotta get out here and I gotta practice with that. It called me. I'm practicing with that. I'm letting you know right now. And I'm telling you, I can feel it. I bet you I don't miss. Like, it's just a feel it has. Like, it got the, I don't feel like, nigga, fuck them pipes, nigga. Try me if y'all want to. I'm pulling up on nigga shit with them. I'm telling you, niggas better be cool out there if you ain't vibrating high. Like, it was some little short nigga came through with all black on and a bow and arrow. We ain't hear no shots. We just seen arrows flying. Niggas started dying. Quick as he came, quick as he left. We didn't hear him, we didn't see him. We just looked up and arrows was flying. Tell me. I'm not missing with the arrow, y'all. It's like a nature thing. Like, I can feel it in my soul. Like, you know? Like, when I grab it, just, it's this for me. This. See this? When I bought it, see it say handmade too. Handmade. You could tell it's handmade too. This right here, y'all. This grip. See that thumb? You see it's all in the thumb. You see that thumb right there, nigga? You see how, you know what I'm saying? How, yeah. You know? It's right here, y'all. For me, it's like when I line these phalanges are right in here. I come right here with it. It just feels so natural. Like, ah! I'm telling you, it feels so natural. You feel me? Ooh, it feels, I'm not ever missing. I'm telling y'all, I will never miss with that. I'm telling you, man. I don't feel like, listen, I feel untouchable. Every time I pick it up, y'all, it's like a power that comes over me. Extra power. No lie, like, I ain't even want to unwrap it before y'all unwrapped it. No lie. Every time I touch it, babe, I feel different, y'all. It's words. It ain't no words for it. It's like every time I pick it up, it be like, man, I gotta put it up, y'all. I gotta put it up because like it's calling me different. That's why I had it wrapped up. I'm like, I ain't gonna look at it no more till I get to the crib because I already know how I'm gonna be. I ain't gonna fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? I done pulled it out. He like, shoot me. Shoot me. I want to show you. You'll never miss. Shoot me. Yeah, you're right. You'll never miss. Pull me. Just pull me. Just pull me once. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all now. Y'all gonna look. I'm gonna have shorts. I'm telling you. I never felt like that before ever in my life holding something. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, I think them arrows. In a past life, I had to be. Y'all. Because it just feels too right. It's like, it's right up in here. I'm like, ain't no way I wasn't out there. You ain't going to tell me in the past life I wasn't out here doing this. I was doing this shit. You feel me? I had to. Ain't no way. And I was accurate, boy. When we was tribes, I don't give a fuck what tribe I was in. I guarantee you I was taking shit down. We was getting into it with the Spaniards. I was one of them warriors that you knew. I'm in the tree. I'm in the tree and I'm taking shit down. You feel me? You know how them warriors, they tell you them stories. I had to be, y'all. I was in the tree with it. Ain't no way. Ain't no way, y'all. And look, when y'all remember who y'all is, y'all can feel it too. You could just feel the energy like when you tapping into yourself on that level, you can feel that shit. Like you can, y'all know, y'all be feeling it. You can feel when I pick that up, no lie. Like I pick up machetes, I picked up pipes, everything, you know. I love them, but it's like touching that bow and arrow is a different experience. Oh yeah, somebody said because I'm a Sagittarius too. It could be. That's what you just said, babe? Yes. That's my wife just said, babe, well, remember you're a Sagittarius. I do got the archer, don't I? The archer. That's what it is, babe. You hit it right on the head. Babe hit it on the head. She was like, it's because you're a Sagittarius. It's something, because I'm telling you right now. Okay, well, if that's the case, all Sagittarius in the chat room, I need y'all to do me a favor. When y'all get a chance, go buy y'all a bow and arrow and let me know if y'all get that same vibe. Because if y'all get the same vibe I get, that just means, that's our cosmic family shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I get that vibe. When I pick that motherfucker up, I'm ready for war, nigga. You hear me? Like, when I look at it, it's like, I can hear drums. No lie, y'all. When I look at it, I can literally hear drums. Like in Jumanji, remember that you heard the drum? The game be calling them and shit. They looking up like, fuck. Bro, that's how I feel with the arrow. No lie. That motherfucker like, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, tapping into all the warrior in me. Just looking at it, I can hear the drums like the drums going out right now. Look, y'all. Just drums going off right now. You hear me? I gotta get off live, y'all. You hear me? I gotta get off live, wrap him up, put him back up, y'all, because I'm ready to charge. That's why they probably don't be wanting us around this type of stuff, though. It's some nature on that. So that's probably what I'm feeling too. You know what I'm saying? Because them real elk horns that you gotta use for that handle, boy. That's the elk in that bitch, like, yeah. You feel me? I gave my life for this shit, nigga. You better, yeah, this what we gotta do. You hearing us right up, you trying to ignore us on live. You there ain't no drums, nigga. That mean it's time to go. That's why we told you to grab us. You feel me? Shit. For real, because I ain't never felt that energy off nothing like that. That shit like, I'm surprised Bay don't feel this shit. That shit, y'all don't hear that? I hear it, nigga. I hear it, boy. I hear it. I'm trying to tell you, I hear it. Y'all don't hear it, boy. Whoo, that should say get in nature and be something beastie. Go be something beastie for your people. Kill everything vibrating low. Spare none. You hear me? That's what it's saying. Yeah, though. So I appreciate y'all, for tuning in today to this deep divine download. I'm going to get off here now. I know I said that 35 minutes ago, but I'm really going this time, y'all. All right, we stayed up in here. Yeah, 2,000. It got to be late. What time is it? It's like 1. So, yeah, that's always our numbers, though. We stay between really like 3 and 4,000. Unless we doing like some celebrities or something, we hit like 6, you know what I'm saying? But we normally between that little 25 and 4, so that 2 to 4 range, that's us. That's us in the university, man. That's a lot of souls, 2,000 souls, man. If it was just 100 souls right here, that's a lot of souls when we talking about what we talking about. So just the fact that there be 2, 3, 4,000, 5, 6,000 souls on the live to discuss this type of information in itself tells you about the energy rising on the planet. But with that being said, I appreciate y'all. Subscribe to the website. Go download the album and stream it if you haven't. All right. Check out all the live lectures. If you don't understand something, rewatch it. Continue to share the messages on live. And because we are in a spiritual warfare, let's keep our vibration as high as we can and keep our energy set on protecting ourselves and protecting our species. And we can do that through meditation. Don't just meditate for yourself. Meditate for that peace over me and my family and everybody else around you. All right. But with that being said, I will see y'all next Sunday because this was Saturday. So I'll see y'all next Sunday. Peace to the gods and goddesses of planet Kai. Shout out to the UK. Somebody said they on here 6 a.m. Shout out to the UK. Shout out to all the high vibrational human beings. Shout out to all the gods and goddesses. Shout out to everybody. The album already out. I'll post it on the community page. A lot of y'all probably don't know, but I'll post it on the page, man. I appreciate y'all. It's always a blessing to sit here and vibe with y'all and laugh and joke and feel good. So peace to everybody. Y'all have a safe drive home to the crib. Cause see, when y'all come here, this the university. So when y'all leave here, y'all driving back to y'all driving back to Earth. And here was exit Earth into reality. So you drive to the university, you step into reality, and then when you leave here, you driving back to Earth, and you gotta take reality with you back to Earth in your neighborhood and everybody around you. Ashe. All right. Send my blessings to all the ancestors for working through me tonight and working through us and allowing us to gather and discuss information on this level. Peace to the gods and goddesses of Planet Kai. Now we rise. I leave as I come. See y'all next Sunday. One.